Hello and welcome to Wednesday. We are the Dyson Dudes, and Wednesday nights we play Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to episode number 46 of the Guns of Erroll campaign. Got a short one for you tonight. We're going to be playing till 11 o'clock our time as always. We got a little bit of a late start. Sorry, we did have a couple of sound issues because you may not notice, but we did adjust the studio layout a bit to give us better lighting and some better sound effects, but that also came with some issues. But hopefully I don't sound too bad, and we've worked most of those out. So tonight we are brought to you by David's Towels and Terrain. David's Towels and Terrain currently is been on a bit of a hiatus lately because of COVID. Currently selling a few projects, got some buildings for sale, got some board games for sale that I painted up. If you want any info on those, definitely please send us an email. We'll have our email up on the screen at some point for you guys so you guys can see. If you need prices, if you want more information, if you want pictures, any of that good stuff, definitely let me know. I said it's going to be a bunch of buildings that you guys have actually seen on camera before if you've watched the channel, and it's going to be some of the zombie side stuff that I'm going to be selling off, which is fully painted. So if you need any information on that, definitely just hit me up on our website, or not our website, email us if you need more information. I think that's going to do it tonight. Actually, we don't have a whole lot of announcements tonight. We're going to just try to get back into D&D. Sorry we missed last week, but life kind of got in the way. And for the late start this week. But hopefully, actually I do have an announcement. This coming Friday, we are going to have our first episode of the Dice Throne Adventures campaign. We'll be doing our first portal crawl, so you guys will get to see and experience that live. You'll be able to talk to us. We'll be answering questions about the game. If you watch the whole thing, you'll pretty much learn how to play the game. But if you don't watch the whole thing, you can still enjoy some of our antics as we yell and curse at each other. As it is a co-op game, we're all going to be blaming each other when everything goes wrong, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check that out. That'll be 7:30 on, probably 8 actually. Call it 8 o'clock on Friday because I got to work at 7. So call it 8 o'clock Friday night. Check out our Dice Throne, episode 1 of our Dice Throne Adventures. I think that's going to go ahead and do us. So let's go ahead, and when we come back, we'll get into episode number 46. I forgot what I named the episode already. Or When the Dust Settles. When the Dust Settles. So when we come back, we will be in episode number 46 of the Guns of Erroll. We'll be right back. And we are back. So, last time, the Defiant Few had made their way deep beneath Uruk, and actually, while traveling through the underneath in the strange purple caverns, had made their way to a strange kind of undersea harbor, or a cavern that housed a old harbor, oddly still dark, perhaps either deep within the mountainside or more likely magic of some kind being afoot. You all had been tasked by the were-rat guild, or the Lycanthrope Thieves Guild within the city, to take out a shrine to a terrible god known as Yagdatha. And, well, they didn't tell you that, but as a terrible Shahuagin god, that you had to destroy his shrine in order to pay back a debt that you had incurred, leaving your trusty cleric behind to help them deal with the spread of blight within their populace. You all had made your way deep into these mines, or these tunnels, and had finally found this shrine, which happened to be in the middle of this undersea harbor type deal, in the middle of their enclosure, as it were, using some ingenuity and a very interesting kind of half plan. You guys managed to create a distraction and then launch an assault against it. With a very lucky placement and some good rolling and good role playing by you all, you managed to succeed, and not only succeed, but you managed to destroy the shrine using a feather token that grew a tree in its place. One of the oddest trees you've ever seen, one with almost golden bark, but with a single leaf, and I say that loosely, in hand. You all had fled down the tunnels, finally trying to get away from the pursuing Shahuagin. It looked pretty grim until Cheer, rummaging around in the backpack of Gunner, had found a bundle of 4 sticks of dynamite that you all had had for months now. Setting it on fire and throwing it down there, you all were running like hell. Most of you were able to escape the blast. One of you was unlucky and was caught inside of it. But none the worse for wear. At least you didn't die and were just deaf for the better part of a day. You all had escaped from this series of secret tunnels and made your way back into the underneath, the strange purple caverns with the lichen and mushrooms growing all over every surface, and that strange river that's not quite water that breaks the middle of it. So, climbing on top of a shelf of a cliff face shelf that you all had already taken refuge on before, you all spent the night. A very uneasy night where you were watched over by your onyx dog that has proved to be pretty useful. Rufus has proved to be pretty useful lately. And that is where we left off, and where we are going to pick up is while you all are asleep. Beyond. You haven't been having dreams lately. Especially being down here, being cut off from the air above is always kind of disconcerted you a bit. You've always been harder to adjust than the others to situations like this. But tonight, you sleep deeply. And for the first time, you dream. You stand on what appears to be an endless expanse of undisturbed water. As you look to your left and right, and poke the water down, it ripples against your touch, and for a moment your stomach drops out as you realize you're standing on this water, but you're not sinking within it. As you poke the water and watch the ripples slowly dissipate, you see water, or you see light dancing upon the surface of the water from behind you.
Yeah, time to look.
As you turn and you look upon this light, it appears as if a single solitary tree breaks the surface of this water and grows far to the heavens above. It disappears into opaque nothingness above you. As you look upon it, you see branches slowly begin to sprout from it, every which way. And at the ends of these branches, slowly growing, is a bevy of feathers, not leaves. As you watch, one of those feathers detaches from a branch and slowly makes its way down. As you reach your hand out and allow the feather to fall onto your hand, it seems as if no matter where you placed it, that feather was meant to find its home within the palm of your hand. As you look upon it, the light that emanates from it slowly dims ever so slightly, and you can make out not light, but a silveriness to this feather. As the feather touches your hand, it has the weight of a feather, but it seems to be tough, resilient, but it has no weight. A sudden sound catches your ears. Woohoo! As you look up to your left, perched at one of the edge of these branches, you have an owl. It looks upon you with an eye of gold and silver. It blinks one eye, then the other. Woohoo! And you find yourself being shaken awake by cheer.
Bunny. Bunny.
Yeah.
Is she making weird noises?
She had her hand out.
Bunny. Standing weird with hand. Like this.
Do I have a feather on my hand?
As you open your fist, that leaf that you had, you realize in the confusion of everything, you thought it was a leaf, but apparently it's a single solitary feather. Each part of the feather appears to be made of the purest silver, though it moves and bends as a feather does, will catch air as a feather does.
How do I use that?
Are my leaves still leaves?
You look at them? They appear to be.
You ever thought we had the same thing? It's pretty fair.
As I take it, it still looks very silver.
The leaves themselves have definite silver sheen to them, but they appear to be more like oak leaves than the actual feather that he has. Though if you look at the feather, it has almost like an oak leaf style shape to it.
Like a Canadian.
Cheer really like feather.
You feel suddenly very hospitable and polite when you hold it. No, I'm just kidding.
Not that hospitable.
Owl's tail flicks Cheer's nose.
Bunny,
Subconscious.
don't bite cow.
The two of you will probably wake up as you hear their conversation at the edge of your consciousness.
How long has it been?
Hours. You guys have had a full rest.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will wake up. Slowly.
All of you are sore. I mean, you guys are very sore. You have lost a single point of exhaustion. Those of you that gained 1 point of exhaustion, which was everyone else, has had that point of exhaustion gone. So you're currently at exhaustion level 2. But while you were very much the worse for wear, all of you feel like you have been through the ringer. It's been a while since you have had a fight quite like this one. Even against the lycanthropes within the sewers was not quite as bad as the run-ins that you all had down here.
Could we sleep longer? Or just a thought, we could quit wasting time and do something useful. Sleep is not wasting time.
Rufus turns, sits back on his haunches, and
Scritch.
Not much to report last night. Oh, thank you. No, to the left. Not much to report. Some of those scaly blue creatures exited the same doorway that you all came from and did a bit of a look around. One of them jumped into the river and did not see it again. The others simply retreated back whence they came.
So they missed us. Nice. Good job. Very, very good job.
Well, I had to paw you a few times as some of you were snoring quite loudly. Feel as if you all got yourself quite a good rest.
Thank you. Couldn't have had it without you.
Of course not. But as I can feel my time running out, I will bid you adieu as long as you have no final task for me, Master.
No, I believe you've done very well, very well. Thank you.
I will return to my rest. And the giant black mastiff slowly shrinks down into a statue of an onyx dog.
Oh, Rufus. Did you bite my tail?
Fanny was standing weird.
You're not the biting type. Did you bite my tail? Did you bite my tail? Oh, that's what I thought.
Fanny was standing weird.
I need to put some
Moving
tar on it. You know what?
Guy
That'd make you
needs
want to
to-
eat it more.
No, Kyle needs to put head in different position when sleeping. Snore louder right now.
You survive your horrible dynamite toss and then we'll talk.
True, Gunner should have been the one to throw, but Gunner was busy holding Cal and Cheer. So,
Oh, I'm not used to working out so much. Oh!
Cal never works out.
I know.
Yes.
I naturally have this godlike figure.
In that case, next time you can carry your own ass.
I'll certainly try.
He's
Thank you.
anorexic god.
Yes.
We go.
The
Body
book.
shaming.
Yes. So I'm sorry. What were you saying, Fionn? You were standing funny.
He says.
Yes, Cheer woke up, Fanny stand funny like this.
We go now?
You know what? I think Gunner's right. We should depart this place, especially if some of them might still be in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cheer doesn't like underwater.
Breakfast on the road, please. Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, go ahead and take your spell slots back and then go ahead and use your Goodberry spell slot.
I take the excess berry. You don't need them.
Nor do you.
Joe says you guys need to stop blaspheming.
When we blaspheme.
Everybody is anorexic compared to Cheer. She eats so much.
I don't think it was about that, but that's okay. All right, so with good berries in your stomach and your very cold camp, as you all basically just kind of laid down, threw your bedroll down, laid on top, used that as a pillow, and went to sleep. What are y'all gonna do?
Wake up and get moving.
Yep.
It's about a half day's journey back through the tunnel in order to return back to the nest.
And I won't be doing it at a quickened pace.
Yes, he will.
No.
Shove
Unless
him
someone's
every
going to
time
carry
he
him.
slows down.
Yeah,
Leisurely
unless someone's going to
pace.
carry him. Anybody going to carry him?
Sure.
No! Put me down. I'm tired of being carried.
Okay. Which one?
The rapid.
Ironic.
So the improved movement.
Okay.
I'm a strong, independent tiefling.
And you don't need no man.
Don't need no man.
Well,
You're slow.
Yes, I know.
Physically, too.
Rapidity.
Okay.
At least I'm only
Increases it by
slow.
15. So
Not ugly like you.
How are you all going to be moving through the cavern? You guys going back the same way that you came with moving quietly as possible, or
Yeah, quietly.
I think that's for the best.
Yeah.
So a leisurely, quietly.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth checks. If you're carrying him, yours with disadvantage.
Don't carry me.
Then you're moving slow.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. You can carry him at full speed.
I don't want to move slow.
How fast do you want to move?
Regular speed.
Let's see. Wasted enough time. Vengeance slipping away. All about shit I don't care about. So fast.
Stealthily.
As long as he's under the moon,
Ooh,
we will find him.
that's
Right.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to roll
You
because he's
didn't have to
carrying
roll.
it.
No, I won't let him carry me.
That's nice. Try and break free.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep. With your negative.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What is that? Athletics
Disadvantage
or
versus
Well,
acrobatics?
you can do athletics or acrobatics. It's your choice.
I want
But
to
you are
see
rolling
his
with
win.
disadvantage.
God dang it.
Just cuz.
I have advantage.
14.
Stealth checks.
Oh.
With +6. On either.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to try to fight it?
Yes.
23.
Okay. Well, we got to deal with this portion first.
I got a 22 to keep him from.
What are you gonna do?
Bite him.
I mean, take a point of damage.
Bad idea.
Stick a sock in his mouth and keep carrying him.
Oh.
Make sure it's a
How hard do you want to fight back?
Is it cheater
You know what? I just decide to go back to sleep.
Okay. You fireman's carrying or backpack carrying?
Just throw him over his shoulder.
Okay.
Head down.
Of course.
Just go back to sleep.
Okay. You're not going to get any sleep, but you doze, you know. So, stealth?
Yeah, double 4s.
Woo!
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
17.
17. So 23, 17, and
With my mighty stealth, that's actually 7.
7. All right. Well, you're not proficient in stealth? Oh, no, not yet.
No.
Not yet.
I picked sleight of hand over stealth. Remember,
okay.
I'm not the sneak. Character choices.
I just have boots.
Okay, so as you all begin making your way back into the tunnel, or into the underneath, beneath Uruk, making your way back, the path itself is fairly easy. You still have the crudely drawn map that one of the lycanthrope guards drew out for you, the same one that sent you on your little sojourn away from the main path, which turned out to actually be very useful in the end, as you all use that as part of your distraction. It seems eerily quiet in the tunnels, where the first time you all moved through, you could hear various groups of unidentified individuals moving around. What in a manner that very much reminded you of various patrols taken out in a very military-like fashion. You don't hear those at this time. The half-day journey that you all make back, despite the constant tripping and stumbling of Gunnar, who is at this point under quite a bit of weight, now carrying Callus as well as the rest of his gear, doesn't seem to alert anyone to your presence. There doesn't seem to be anyone who takes notice of you. And it's before long, you all find that same rocky slope that slowly meanders up. And just at the top of that ridge, you can make out the glowworm lights that are set upon the palisades of the wall that surrounds the nest.
Oh goody, were-rats. I feel safe and secure.
We're here already?
No. They offer solution for what is happening because of your acquaintance.
I had a solution. We pissed it away.
Really?
Yeah.
Gunnar didn't inform the rest of us in time.
Somebody
Make a
else said
choice.
she had something important, so I made a choice.
Yes, but they also offer to save us
I feel
some trouble.
too much like crap to deal with this today.
Cheer us hungry. Very. Eat.
Hold on a second, let me. Wait, I can help that out. Yeah, good fart. How's it smell down
Prestidigitation
there?
make it smell like roses.
I always knew my farts smelled like roses.
Yep. Paragon of charm.
And
Yes,
your farts
you
smell
are.
like bakery fresh cinnamon rolls.
Oh God, that's worse somehow. That's so much worse. So much worse. Okay. Making your way up the path. It's not long before you hear rocks tumbling down. And as you look up, you're breathing heavy. You've still got some sweat on your brow. As cold as it is down here, it's still a fairly steep angle. Coming down was really easy. Going back up is anything but. 3 guards in that same kind of rat bandage style begin making their way down the path towards you. As you draw close, one of them removes the hood that it's wearing, and you can see that same twisted visage of the rattling man who sent you on your little side quest.
My tail is up like a cat.
Good to see y'all still alive. Boys, help our guest here. And they approach you and be like, we'll carry him the rest of the way. They put your arm around them. They're considerably shorter than you are, but you put drape an arm over each of their necks, and they're able to assist you. So you're still slower than what you typically would be. When you're healthy, when you're not exhausted, you're still a lot faster than half speed. As they begin to slowly lead you back up, the leader of the group, one who at this point you've had a few conversations with, gets into lockstep with you and begins to talk quieter. So, do you all find our little hidey hole?
Some of it. I do have something in my bag.
Oh, you actually, he wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd be with the other guards, and he did this kind of separate from everybody.
Yes. Cheer have few things.
Good.
Special things.
Well, that's real good. That's real good to hear.
Odd.
Well, not here. Let's. When I get you all back, to your hut, we'll do an exchange there.
Fine.
I'll take my finder's fee then. Other than that, how did it go?
Explosively.
I like the sound of that, but
Showing him the ripped poncho.
Fanny naked now.
I can see. I'm trying very hard not to look at that. But
It's not funny normally is.
okay, so with the way she looks and explosively, I'm thinking bad.
Well, we went down the hole. Some smelly fish people. Smashed the big ugly rock.
They are dead.
And blew up the hole on the smelly fish people.
So you okay? So wait, so
Ooh, you forgot
you
big fish person.
you blew up the shrine and blew what?
Smashed the shrine, blew up the tunnel. So fish people had a hard time following us.
Oh,
I forgot I had some dynamite.
well, that's it's kind of our tunnels, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right?
Okay, the fish people blew up the tunnel trying to get us.
Big tree.
I would suggest trying to go with that story, but definitely don't lie to Quarth. He's not a big fan of that.
Big gold tree of lava.
Sure.
Right there.
All right.
See, fish people trying to blow us up is more believable than a tree in the cave. But ironically, his is the true one. Hers. I'm confused. Been carrying the purple one a long time.
Shit.
I heard that.
Well, let's just get back to the nest and let's get you all fixed up. I'll give you a little bit of time to rest before you have a conversation with Quarth. He should be back just before nightfall. So, do you all continue to make your way up the path? It's about 30 minutes up this winding path. So, there are several times you guys have to stop, catch your breath, and keep trudging up again. These were-rat creatures and seem like they're pretty accustomed to this and the leader of them does like a half climb, half walk as he moves up this thing, while the other two helping you along seem like they're struggling a bit more than they probably should. But as you finally make your way up to that same sturdy yet kind of simple gate, he calls out that weird kind of greeting that you all have heard before, and gate slowly gets pushed open by one of those big hulking rat creatures that you guys have seen, twisted and disfigured. No whips, no curses. It seems as if they're at least treated somewhat well, but it forces the huge gate open, allowing you all passes through, and with a shuddering crash, it closes the gate behind you. It seems to echo into the cavern until it disappears. You all can see. Actually, I'd like each of you to roll an insight check.
I am not insightful today.
Roll with disadvantage, right?
I don't think it's gonna matter much.
Nope.
11.
11?
9. No, I'm sorry, 6.
16.
16?
14.
14.
Insight than you.
So the two of you,
I rolled a 3.
the two of you notice the mood in this place seems to be somewhat livelier. Where when you all first came in, everyone was kind of eyeing you warily and watching you as you came through. There wasn't a whole lot of movement. It seemed more along the lines of a military camp. You now see there's more movement about. There seems to be a few people moving to these various huts. You have that one long wooden hut where Dakin went in order to administer his hospitaler services to them. More people are moving in and out of that than what you saw before. And the overall mood of the place does feel just a bit livelier. The same commander that gave you all your little side quest leads you back to that same hut that you all had spent a night in a couple of days ago in order to rest up for this adventure. Pulls the flap back and allows you all to enter yet again.
Stumble in.
As the two guards with you kind of set you down, they just kind of nod and kind of, oh God, this fucker's heavy, and slowly make their way out of there.
I've been dieting.
Really? You carry him 100 yards. Oh,
They kind of let the flap land a little harder than what they probably would. Kind of hard to slam a door, in frustration, but, when it's just a flap, but they kind of just let it fall back. The two of them disappear. You can hear their footsteps as they slowly walk away from the hut. You, the four of you, are now alone with that same commander, as he gets a twinkle in his eye and a devilishly happy grin on his face.
Okay.
Well, what would you... I know what you're here for.
Circa.
So, we agreed to 20%?
Cheers. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Yes.
The brass tacks.
20%.
It's right?
No.
It sounds right.
Well,
Brass tacks.
we found a bunch of wine.
Good. And I heard some jangle.
Yes. Yeah.
Did we find money in there?
We had
Yeah.
some. Who had it, though?
He wrote it down.
Well, who actually had the money?
Okay, hold on.
Maybe we could hold her by her ankle and shake her till she's empty.
No.
Right?
We had 200 silver pieces.
Ah,
And gems.
no gems.
Like, ooh.
You guys found a painting. You guys found paperwork. You guys found gems, silver pieces, and a giant tome.
I did not see the gems.
Well, someone else grabbed it. That's why I didn't write it down.
You guys found
So I'll just put down gems.
15 andesite gems.
So, pull out
That might be why it's all.
2 of the gems and 10 silver. There you go.
Have brain.
3 gems.
Okay, you know what? You're right. 3 gems.
And how about 3 bottles of wine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give other bottles.
I'll take them out of my bag.
Give one to
You
Cheers,
take
give two.
so okay.
I'll give you 3 out of mine.
He takes his
Oh.
3. He takes his 5 bottles of wine. Then he doesn't
That's
turn it down.
More than
Takes his
so.
takes his 3 gems
They didn't really want the wine.
and pleasure doing business with you. When you all get topside, if you ever need any assistance, then have old Anders help you out. Remember the name.
How to spell?
A-N-D-D-E Anders. Look, sue me. I can't read or spell. Sue me.
Anders.
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 Close enough.
Okay. Awesome. Cheer hungry.
Cool.
Very hungry.
Well, you all have yourselves a nice little rest. Probably here in a couple hours, Quarth will be back, and he's going to want to be seeing you all might quick like. So, don't try to run, we'll kill you. And he walks out of the hut with a
Berries.
very happy smile on his face.
Cheer ate all berries.
You know what,
Then you
Cheer?
are not hungry.
You should have let me do the negotiation. He ended off with more than what we bargained for.
Actually, far less than 20%, but
Cheer don't want
Yeah.
wine.
way less than
Cheer
20%.
was
But
only going to use wine as accelerant. You know, the accelerant.
Yes. But you
But
know,
not good for accelerant.
yes, no, wine does not accelerate.
Let me see some of that wine.
Cheer gave to him.
All of it.
Gunnar has other wines.
Is Gunnar have wine?
Yes.
My wine's still intact.
I think I only had 3 bottles of that wine, right?
I only
left,
two.
yes.
Yes.
If you gave him 3, you took 6 bottles of wine.
Oh, okay. So
I
yeah,
took
I'm gonna
3.
crack one
I
open.
took only
and-
2.
How many bottles did I get?
You took 8.
8.
Because for you, it's just a matter of actually keeping them
How
from
much-
shattering
yeah,
inside your
keeping it from
backpack.
breaking
Yeah.
instead of- yeah.
So you were just filled up your pouches and,
Yeah,
and your
backpack of
your
safety.
your jacket was filled with bottles and like you looked like you'd robbed a liquor store.
Yeah. Look like an 18-year-old in the 2000s.
And you do feel quite a bit better getting that wooden, that ironwood case off your back.
But good news, didn't take brain.
Ironwood or
It's
adamantite?
ironwood with reinforced
keep that.
adamantite bands on it.
Yes.
How long would it take me to break it up?
Without any tools.
I have a hammer.
Ooh, yeah. Without like a forge to like heat it up and weaken it.
I'm gonna,
I mean, it's very tough.
I'm gonna peer inside that.
You could
box.
shoot this box out of a cannon and it survived the impact.
The box in my
You'll
backpack.
survive the explosion.
Yeah.
Can I see that box?
No.
Why?
You
Why
can
empty
see
out my
box.
pack?
Box is there.
I'll empty it out for you.
That's nice. You're not touching my stuff.
See box.
All right,
See,
fine.
See.
But later.
See.
Maybe.
Or is
You guys got a few hours to spend.
Is anyone going to?
I
Bar
take
me
another
from a
swig of
walk.
mine and then give it to you.
Yes.
You try to leave.
Pick the dirty
The
part
hat,
of
the
the shirt
hut,
and wipe
yes.
it off.
As you stick your head out of, as you pull your doorway
Prestidigitation
aside
on it.
and look, the 2 guards that were posted outside your door the previous time that you were here are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
You do see, as you look around, you see walking around the palisades of the walls, you can see there are several archers that all have crossbows ready. They eye you, but, you're under watchful gaze, but that's about it. No one seems to stop you from walking around.
Yeah.
We did what we were supposed to do. Unconcerned now.
Here goes Bunny.
Gunner.
Walking.
Okay, so as you 2 exit, you all are left back in there, obviously with your stuff still left, correct?
Yeah.
So you guys have a giant book with you, or a giant tome with you. You have a bunch of gems. You all have a painting that's about that big, and you all have the adamantine and ironwood box filled with paperwork.
Gunner, I
And
may...
your axes, remember?
Yes. Oh, yeah, and the axes. I may not have been quite so truthful about that box. You know, the old spy crafted me.
So you lied to me. I'm shocked.
Yes, I know you are shocked. Those papers may be interesting that are in there. Can I see them again?
Because you're going to tell the truth this time?
Well, at least somewhat. More than before.
Getting deep in here. I need my shit boots.
Goddamn boots are brown.
All right. Those are missives, of secret nature back and forth.
Okay.
And I don't know what they're about yet because I haven't perused through them. In fact, I think they need to be decoded.
So when are you going to actually start, trusting me?
A force of habit. You don't really trust people in my line of business.
I generally shoot people that piss me off, but I haven't shot you yet.
And she doesn't ask questions usually about those kinds of things, so I don't have to tell her.
My box.
I don't. You can have the box. I just want the papers in the box.
They're in my box.
In order.
That makes them my papers.
Yes, but you don't want the papers.
Why don't I want the papers?
Because they're useless to you.
No, they're not. I can roll tobacco in them, have a cigar. I can start a fire with them. I can wipe my ass with them. They're very useful.
I can give you much better paper for those in trade.
What kind of paper? Like the soft kind?
Yes, the soft kind.
I don't want the soft kind. I want the notes kind.
Well, then I will get you the notes kind.
Or here's just some really crazy shit. How about you tell me what's on the papers?
I don't know yet. I haven't read them.
You promise you'll be truthful?
For the most part.
No. Truthful.
Okay, I'll be truthful.
I'm trusting you.
I will give you... Okay, I'll do better than telling you that I will tell you as much as you need to know. I'll
You know that
try
traditional
and tell you...
punishment for breaking your word, right?
Yes. Well, you've already shot me.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
No, I grazed him a little.
Shooting him?
The lawyer in the sky.
It's not shooting, it's drowning in sheep shit.
Well, if you had sheep shit, you would have tried already.
No, I wouldn't have. You haven't lied to me after you gave me your word you wouldn't.
Well, I didn't really lie to you.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You didn't lie to me and I didn't shoot you.
Fair. Agreed.
Fine. Break the box up.
Okay. You guys already took the lock off. You guys broke the lock, but the lock itself was adamantite, worth a bit of money that you guys get as long as you can get it repaired. And then you guys would have a nice box that's not only watertight, but I mean, like I said, you could shoot it out of a cannon. I mean, and it'd survive the impact. As you open the box up and you begin rifling through the papers again. So the one thing that caught your eye before, which is why you wanted to take these with you in the first place, is that seal. Do you point that out?
Begrudgingly, yes, I point at the seal and show Gunner. See this seal here?
Gunner, I would like we'll give you a history.
Can I have a different one?
Either that or straight intelligence.
Oh, God. Sorry.
I mean, they sound like they're the same.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, roll
18.
intelligence.
So, Gunner, you remember. It's not the seal that catches your eye, but it's the name he places that he says the seal is for the shipping company Dondarius. And you have a little candle that's lit inside your head. Because light bulbs aren't a thing. Dondarius.
Fairy fire.
That's Fiona.
One of the companies that Skirbold has direct ties to, as well as your friend who fled.
Oh, I like this.
You have a druid inside your head to cast fairy fire when you have an idea.
I would like you, because you are who you are, you can spend a couple of hours looking through these. I want you to go ahead and make for me a spycraft check. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to add your proficiency bonus to this, and you're going to add either your wisdom or your intelligence. It's your choice.
Wisdom's better. Okay, but it's still a disadvantage, isn't it?
No, you have advantage on this, so your exhausted state negates that.
Okay.
Why you gotta be exhausted?
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Getting all the shit!
So,
God is best.
Gunner, you watch with no small amount of actual legitimate, and you're pretty impressed. Like, This is an impressive feat as
Like
you
this.
see him begin to pull papers out, begin to read them. Most of the papers are bullshit. They're just random bullshit. Shipping manifest and things of the like. But you notice they're written oddly. Very oddly. Various strange symbols on certain index of the pages, and some of the writing just seems to be weird. Weird skip gaps where the gap is just too far between one word and the next. And you have a light bulb. Oh, I'm sorry, a candle. You have
Fairy
a candle
fire.
No,
moment.
Theon casting fairy fire.
You begin to clear everything out from the center of this place. And like Charlie Cox in
Always Sunny?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you begin to lay out these papers. And at first, you think your friend's gone just a little bit mental. But after he's laid out about 15 or 20 pages, you start to see the words are written in a very particular fashion. And the way the symbols are allow you to align them properly. And you begin to make a rather intricate and detailed map of Uruk and its surrounding shipping lanes. Not the least of which is 3 different small islands that seem to be a focal point for most of these shipments to be a stop-off point before entering Uruk. Nothing points to as to why this is, but with all of these papers on the ground, even you can see the map. It's that clear once it's set up properly.
I'm gonna take out a piece of paper and start drawing that map.
Okay. With your natural 20, I'm going to go ahead and give you an automatic, even as tired as you are, this kind of, and as a matter of fact, with that natural 20, I'm going to remove a point of exhaustion from you because of how much that adrenaline gets dumped into your system and you just start, my old life. Like, this is what I used to do. And
You just started Sherlock Holmesing mind
yes,
thing.
and the map you make is rather detailed and easy enough that you could actually use for navigation. Because it does have latitude and longitude on the map itself. So these locations are precise. So while that is happening and the two of them are doing that, the two of you begin making your way around the nest. And let me go ahead and do that instead, because this is a little more appropriate. I think. We'll see if it's more appropriate.
Here, we're walking.
Yeah, this is a little more appropriate.
It
So,
is.
as you all are walking, you
And we're
see
holding here.
some people as you pass them by. Most of them give you a nod or a smile. No one really approaches you to break into conversation, but they seem quite a bit less nervous about you. I would like both of you to go to roll me perception checks.
Natural 20.
God
For a
damn.
total of
Really?
26.
God damn.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm looking for a spiritual center. That's where I'm walking.
Spiritual center would actually be the hut where Dakin had gone into.
That's where we're going.
Then I guess that's where we're going.
19.
So both of you head towards this hut, and on the way there, you hear quite a few people discussing the current affairs within this place. And as you draw closer to the hut, more and more of them are talking about the son of Sabbath and all the good that he has brought with him. Apparently, there are quite a few people who have died from this strange sickness that has taken hold of them. While he has not been able to save most of them, quite a few of the younger ones have been spared a much worse fate. Apparently, he hasn't slept since he arrived and has been working diligently. As you all enter this place, this entire room is filled with coughing, sounds of murmuring. You can hear water dripping into basins as cloths are wrung out and placed as cold compresses upon people's heads. You can smell the closeness of the room, that little bit of decay in the air, that touch of sickness in the back of the throat. But towering among all of these much, much smaller people, you see an unarmored Dakin. He has still the red handkerchief tied to his neck. His shirt is dirty. He has managed to find a leather apron that is covering a small portion of his chest, as he has quite a prodigious frame, and he is deep in work, in prayer, as he reads rites of healing and rites of passing on the various denizens within this place.
Bacon is busy. But why they call him son of Sabbath?
Because he is a son of the sun goddess?
He's like demigod.
Eh?
You know, the baby god.
He is child of Sabbath,
So, actual child.
as I am child of
No,
Lawel.
You actual child. That came from the...
Go and
you know,
go and
the cross
find
hole.
go and find the rat later.
Which
So,
one?
Well, spiritual leader.
You don't
Priestess
know if
Druid?
there's a...
Priestess Druid?
when you all arrived, Dakin was told that their previous shaman had died from the sickness. So if there is a spiritual leader, it's probably right now
It probably did.
Quarth.
Danny looked like Cheer when Cheer discovered no food.
Close enough.
Cheer, sorry. It hurts down
I
deep.
have so many good comments.
Now, I'm not going to put words in Dakin's mouth, but when he notices that you all are there, he'll have a short moment with you guys that you guys can fill in later on. When he's back, stuff is happening, and I don't want to spill the beans here. But he, has a short conversation with you all, and then sends you on your way, as he does have quite a bit of work to do. If you all are done with the little thing, he's going to require a little bit more time before he's ready to leave, but he should be able to go by the time you all are ready with whatever your coming plans are. He needs to do this.
Any other walking? Back to tent?
Back to our little hut.
So as you all are skipping through the streets, heading back towards the hut,
Wait, did we find any food?
Eh?
I mean, yes.
What is it?
There's like grain and stuff. Well,
Rat
I mean,
burger?
you still have the berries on you.
Oh no, she chugged those.
You've learned that eating one and then a few hours later eating another, so you probably still
Okay.
have 1 or 2 berries left. You do notice that Cheer is getting a bit of a potch.
One a day.
No, Cheer gets hungry. Danny don't know what it's like to starve. Starving bad. No food. Weeks. Except
Please,
math.
please hear part of this. Please.
Yeah, as they're walking in, they're finishing that conversation.
You ain't starving. You're starting to look like a dwarf woman with that belly.
I threw something. I don't know what I find, but I throw it.
She doesn't have a beard yet.
No, but
She
that's
just
in there.
picks up like a half rotten mushroom from the ground and hucks it at you. Bounces off your coat.
head?
Oh, Fion.
You'd have to roll for that one.
As pleasing as it is, we really need to find you some
My dice.
coding. I'll try and catch it.
I'm throwing it at Cal. He said I don't have a beard yet. Isn't that 20?
That's a third nat 20 tonight. So, Cal, as you turn to Fionn and tell her, like, despite how pleasing it is,
All right. Well, that's what I get for looking at you. I apologize.
As Fiona finally removes the ripped poncho. Pulls out the
Sterling
other.
lack of a beard. What?
Pull out another poncho.
Pull out the other poncho.
Have you ever thought of shaving?
Huh?
Eh.
Reverse treasure trail.
Just there. Oh my god, it's horrible.
And I threw up in my mouth.
You know, if you ever have another date, we'll talk.
Oh my god.
How many patches
So I'm not gonna
in
get
there?
that image out of my
No,
head.
that's
Oh
all
my
your
God.
own doing.
That's his doing too.
Oh, sorry. It's. I'm
It
gonna be laughing about that, just like I'm gonna be laughing about the taste of a woman.
Oh my god, no.
What does a
Oh.
woman taste like? Like someone poured milk into a bowl of loose change. I love it. I love it. Oh.
Don't ask. He was laughing about the other. Don't ask. How
That
many
is-
panchos in there?
Anyway,
Two more.
Huh? No.
You know, you could ask Cal to sew for you.
I do so rather well, actually.
Cal does. Is one time
It is.
Cal sewed a
Rip down the
wound.
front. There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. It's ripped only in the sexy places.
So all the way down the front, she's
Yeah.
essentially wearing a shawl
Yeah.
that is open down the front.
One time Cal had to
I'll
sew
get back
up
to you
a
on this
wound
one.
on cheer leg.
Yes, I do
No
remember that.
scar.
It's I'm a very good surgeon.
Only scar on Cal's tail, because cheer bite Cal's tail.
I know. You know, I don't know what it is and why I keep doing this for you.
Cal loved cheer.
So
well,
the two of you nearly fall over each other as when you threw the mushroom, it hit Cal in the head and plopped and fell onto a sea of papers that he's standing in the middle of.
watch the
And
map.
it's about this time that you're finishing up your sketch.
What
Do
is?
These are papers. They're important. Don't worry about
It's
it.
a hodgepodge.
A long story.
I'm gonna
Hodgepodge.
start picking them up.
Hodgepodge.
Nothing here.
Do
Nothing
I
to see.
do I think that there's anything else with these papers I can glean off, or that was it?
Go to roll me an intelligence check.
Is
Advantage or disadvantage?
Me?
No.
Is hodgepodge or hobspodge?
Because right now you have
Which
oh,
is
well,
saying?
Okay,
do not
intelligence. Oh,
We
that
go
would be
hugs.
just that one. 16.
the amount of information that you got from this is staggering. The fact that this laid out did this, gave you this information, this particular information is nearly priceless.
Well, but besides that particular information, do I think these papers really?
This seemed to be what they were designed for.
Yeah.
This was designed to be used as a map. And a map that you could break down, so that way if anybody else looking at it would just see papers.
Yeah.
You've seen this type of thing before. And what's on here is big.
And did I pretty much get that on mine? Yeah. You can now wipe your ass with those papers.
Thanks.
Or roll them up, whatever you feel like doing with now.
I'm already stuffing them back in the box.
Yeah.
That's a nice box.
It is a nice box.
And we should get that lock fixed
We should get that lock fixed.
and sell it.
Cut holes, make armor.
Not in the box!
Sell the box.
Yes.
Or keep box?
Maybe,
Why?
but where are we going to keep it? We do have a house.
Have house in Brownwater?
Yes, we should have it shipped down there.
With cheer painting
Yes.
and cheer book.
Yes. Don't use Don Darius, though.
Or we could sell the painting. figure out
No,
what's
cheer
in the book,
painting.
No.
Sell the book.
No
Get
keep.
a fat wad of money and then use it to take care of the things I need to take
What
care
kind of book is that, by the way?
Yo, I haven't even opened it.
You should
It's cheer book.
I've shared my
Open?
secrets. Let us know what's in
of.
that
Pick the book up, shake cheer off of it, and then hand
You
it to Cal.
cheer book.
What
So
makes you think-
he like I mean, you
Hold on,
slide
it's
yeah,
alive.
you slide off of it and
I appreciate the compliment, but I don't know if I would do any better with it than Cheer. She might be the...
she
Read
hasn't
the
even
book.
opened it.
Okay. I open the book and...
Come on, Red Man, do
Read
your
it.
thing.
So, as you open the book, the front flap of this flutters in an unseen breeze. You see your hair move a bit. As you look into the book, you see, very clearly written, on the front page reads, Tome of Clear Thought.
My book. Shake Cal off the book.
Is cheer book.
You know what? Maybe Fionn would be the best one. Can you read?
Insane, Cal.
You barely talk. How, I don't know.
Okay.
It's not like Fanny stupid or
No.
something.
I know some
Oh,
very
okay.
intelligent people who can't read.
No,
It's not a
yes.
slur on her intelligence, just the benighted nature of her people.
You know, it's not like
I'm not
Fanny.
attacking you personally, just your whole race.
It's not like Fanny Dwarf. Dwarf stupid, but Fanny not dwarf.
I mean, dwarves can read.
No, dwarfs pretend.
And they grow guts like you.
The second you said that, I was like,
Cheer
Fanny
never-
reads it and gains a point of intelligence.
Cheer never starve again.
In all honesty, who needs the Book of Awesome Intelligence? It's intelligence, right?
We don't know.
Cheer
We
If
haven't
it's
been able to
wisdom, I
look at
can
it long
really
enough.
use it.
is cheer book.
Well, I already got the
And
best
cheer
thing out of
painting
this.
for cheer room.
If it's wisdom,
Well, if no
I get
one's
an extra
manhandling the book, Fiona's now idly
intelligence.
thumbing through it.
Yeah. If it's intelligence,
Yeah.
dude, that's you.
But
If it's wisdom.
Why don't we figure out what it is first?
Yeah, that sounds like
Do you want to continue to read?
No. Stick it in my pack.
cheer is better at
You
books.
can't. We've established this.
Yeah.
Tie it to my pack.
You can't. We have established this.
I have time now. I can figure it out.
Why don't we let Fionn read it then?
Why?
Just so we know what it is.
But what if reading it makes it
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
useful?
Well, I've been just trying to figure out what it is, not, read its usefulness.
Roll me an Arcana check. It's an Arcana. Arcana.
Arcana.
Oh no.
No, we gotta say it like
Arcana.
him, Southern type.
Arcana.
Arcana.
10.
Oh my god.
You're
Say it like you're from Texas.
not really sure. This definitely has magic woven into the words that are written in this book itself. But, I mean, Tome of Clear Thought could mean anything.
Can I?
Cheer.
Can I?
I mean, from looking at how big this book is, it'd probably take somebody 2 days to read it all. And I mean 2 days of continuous reading.
Cheer can look. But Cheer doesn't
48
use it.
hours. Sometimes.
Promise.
I'll let you two
Till we
figure
know
that
what
out.
it is.
Fine.
Promise.
Cheer.
Not
Promise.
lying promise like Cal promise, but real promise.
You are known.
Fine. Cheer promise to bite Cal tail if she
Just
lie.
don't let other people know. Thank you.
Cheer
you're gonna-
promised to call herself a dwarf and dress like one for 2 years if she lies.
Cheer promise to shave Gunner.
You shave. This has grown
No.
since 8 o'clock this morning.
Shave.
Just promise.
Take back insult.
If you're not lying, then you won't have to dress like a dwarf.
Cheer not lying.
Promise.
Cheer already promised to bite Cal.
That's not a promise. You bite him anyway.
I
Cheer
know.
promised to not bite Cal.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Why would I care if you don't bite Cal? He's your chew toy.
No, Cal is.
That sounds strangely sexual. I don't like that connotation.
I meant it in purely platonic chewing.
Okay, that's acceptable.
He's more. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is familiar. Familiar
Wait.
is right. Common not first
Too
language.
many syllables.
Comfortable?
Too many syllables.
Familiar.
Chewing on Cal is familiar.
No, no.
You're used to it with me.
No, but yes, but no. It's
We do it often.
No.
This is getting perverted.
Familiar role. It's like
Daddy, daughter.
Yeah. Like Papa. It's right there.
Just not steppapa.
What? Why would you step on Cal unless you're Nito?
Why do you chew on Papa?
We'll talk about it later. Just don't get caught in the wash bin.
So, Cheer
Do you know what?
excises her daddy issues by
I
chewing
had
on
wild hellion
Cal.
when I'm younger, but
You know
Fighting.
what? We all like our own
Never
things.
mind.
Just leave it alone.
I'm not judging.
Okay, good.
Not judging. No shame.
We activated Kyle.
Activated Google.
Like, Google, what's up with step stuff? Like, no, don't Google that. Don't Google
This
that.
thing goes. I don't know why this thing goes
my
up.
When you get back, there's a book that you should read. It's called The Tusk Love.
Tome of Clear Thought.
Oh, that book gross.
That is gross book.
Yes, lots
Alright.
of telescopes.
Yeah.
No cow. Promise?
Yes.
Give her the book.
Roll me an Arcana
She
check.
is Coke Zero.
Arcana. Why do I
No
keep saying
cow.
Arcana?
Arcana.
I don't know. I still think it's Arcana.
Like,
That's an inside joke you guys aren't gonna
it
get.
is. Oh my god. No!
Did you just roll that one?
And I rolled a 2.
Oh, wow.
It hit
close
the
enough.
corner and it's like, I don't know.
Is
That's
it
because-
cocked?
No, it wasn't.
No, not quite.
It's a metal die. Don't get it. Didn't
It
really.
doesn't really cock too much, but it was like in that little pit.
When you
with
throw
the
up a-
Well,
pictures.
it wasn't cocked, but you definitely cocked it up. So you have no idea.
It's a 7. Yeah.
With a 7, you know, reading maybe the first page of this, it appears just to be a bunch of logic and memory exercises.
Hmm? I will look.
Roll me an Arcana check.
I just want to see if I roll.
Shit,
got
the way
really
everybody's
close.
rolling, I might have a chance at it.
That's
Oh
hilarious!
shit!
That's fucking hilarious! It's 17, 18 minus 1.
You have a -1?
Yeah!
Holy fuck, Kyle.
Duh!
This is definitely a series of logic and memory exercises designed to improve someone's memory or mental capabilities.
Is exercise for brain.
Specific attribute boost, wisdom, or intelligence?
I mean, there's not there. Well, you guys as players may know this. There's nothing.
No,
there.
I don't. I have no idea what people associate memory with in this game because I associate wisdom with
Well,
memory.
logic.
But logic
that
would
should
be
be the-
intelligence.
Is, logic and brain exercise.
Don't you have enough of that?
No, you're always good to use more.
Like I always do. Wisdom is more like common sense and spirituality, and intelligence more is memory and logic.
Alright, Cheer, it's your book. You ain't gonna sell it, are you?
She is the
No.
smartest one among us.
Yes, Cheer is.
No, she's not.
Cheer in church.
No, she's not.
Cheer very happy.
We know, just don't let her know that.
No, she's not.
She'll argue forever about it.
Of our days and our nights.
It's come full circle.
My picture, what's his face?
Did anyone find any food?
Well, you're full still. You had a good berry.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, good berry keeps you satiated an entire day. And there is wine.
I do have this strange urge. Yeah, I'm drinking the wine. I have this strange urge for rat jerky. I
So-
don't know why.
Weird. So you all still have the 200 silver pieces. You all still have now 12 of the andesite gems.
Oh yeah, we give him.
Cheer, if you get the book, we sell the painting.
No, painting for chair room. Chair room, lots of, is blank.
Then we get it evaluated. You buy it from us.
That's acceptable. It's fair.
I saved you. I almost
Like-
blowed myself up saving you.
We'll discount your portion of
Twice.
it from the cost, and then you pay the rest of us.
Why are we discounting her portion of it?
Because she's owed them. Doesn't need to know how much of that portion it is.
Oh, okay.
Ow! Not the same spot. Can you at least go up higher or something?
Stop
There
biting
where
cow.
you bite
I
it.
find that I hate him slightly less today.
Oh. Hey, Fionn. Do me a quick favor. Roll me a d20.
Oh
19. It's more of a drop than a roll.
It
Whatever.
worked. Don't diss your day.
Did something bad just happen?
We'll have to see.
We are
Fionn.
about to see.
My tail's a bit
Oh, shit.
raw. Can you?
Your light ones.
Do a mini do it.
Minimum healing.
I'd like you all to roll me a perception check,
All
please.
four.
Do I still have disadvantage? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You would.
You're no longer speed halved, but your
12.
disadvantage is still there. The only reason you didn't have disadvantage on the spy checks is because you have advantage on spy checks.
That was very.
That is
very lame roll anyway.
Hey, something I'm good at.
Nah,
21. Sorry, 22. Math is hard.
7.
10.
And Pion?
That's a 12.
That was like
Well,
my double fours on stealth.
So,
That's how
Gunner, you're the first one to hear it. Actually, you're the only one to hear it. You hear what sounds like chattering, a flurry of activity, and you hear the wooden creak of that gate opening. You all don't hear anything until the gate is closed with another thunderous crash.
Oh, well, yes, he is. I would have drank like a half a bottle of that wine right now.
Yeah, you're feeling, with how tired you are, you're feeling very tipsy.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to feel anything.
I'd get rid of the effects.
Why are you getting drunk before negotiation?
Do you really think I'm going to be any good in negotiation right now?
Better than cheer.
Yeah, but do you ever let me talk?
Right now, you have disadvantage to all wisdom checks. You have advantage on charisma checks because you are drunk.
Oh, okay.
Never mind, let's keep him hammered.
So I'll just drop the effects.
Confidence is fun.
They're repetitive.
After about a half hour, you all hear walking feet approach your hut, and the tarp is pulled to the side. And that same commander, what's the name I gave you again?
Adagar. No. Sorry.
Oh,
Anders.
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 Ander. No, not Urs. Ander. Ander.
I wrote it as Anders because that's...
No. Ander.
No, that's how she
There.
should say it.
Ander opens the tarp and looks at John. Cuarto, see ya. Follow me. We're going to be headed to his abode.
all right.
Sure.
Favor, though, leave your weapons, please.
Okay, don't touch cheers things.
What, you
Your
don't
stuff will
trust
be
us?
unmolested.
Oh no, it's just...
I
brain.
trust you as much as anybody else, and
But we-
anybody going to see Quarth
We look
leaves their
better
weapons.
in our weapons.
We didn't have to leave our weapons last time.
Because you were surrounded by like 50 of us, and you would have died if you did anything. If Quarth is going to see you by his lonesome, then you're not going in thus armed.
Okay, just don't touch cheer stuff because cheer
Your
has
stuff,
brain.
your stuff will be unmolested.
Okay, because it's brain, you know.
We will extend you that courtesy as you all have helped us, but we simply
Okay.
ask that you do not go in front of our leader thus armed.
Can I
Okay.
have my gun if I take the bullets out?
No.
Cheer,
But I
go
really
first.
like it and I don't want to put it down.
Yeah, but there's magic that can replace bullets and stuff like that, so you're going to have to leave that here. If it's a problem, you can stay.
Cheer, are you going?
You could stay and watch
Dion
it for
leaves
us.
everything behind.
This is going to take a while.
Oh, you can have the poncho.
No, I think she's better without it.
Agreed, but Quarth he will insist.
Oh.
Man.
Alright. Fine.
Do you all disarm?
Yeah.
Put your stuff down? Okay. I'll post the guard here, the one that I trust, and not go through your stuff to make sure no one else feels the need to get curious.
Well, thank
Yes.
you.
It's cheer brain.
Some of it is a bit dangerous to eat.
As you all follow him out of there, he whistles, and one of his subordinates comes running up, and without saying a word, he grabs him by the lapel, pulls him close, and says, "Anything disappears out of there, I take it out of you. Understand?" "Yes, sir." And he goes up, runs, and sits out in front of there, and pulls his weapon out, and just starts looking around nervously.
Cheer like Anders.
Yes, he does a good job.
Yeah, all right. Follow me. And oddly, there is a tier at the edge of this place on what would be the northern side. There's actually a large shelf that has been built up using wooden planks to create a higher perch. But it seems more for like overview and stuff. It doesn't seem like it's really much in the way of actually comfort. You know, it's very militarily Spartan in its appearance. He makes his way up, climbs up a old rickety wooden ladder that you all follow behind. Gunnar, you giving a worried look at it as you feel it kind of creak under your weight a bit. But you all get to the top, and he walks up to yet another one of these very small huts like you all were in, which is like a 10 by 10 hut, pulls the tarp open, and motions you through.
Looking in.
Greetings.
As you all step in, you are immediately assailed by the warmth of this place, as well as its vastness. Before you, you see a large hall, built very much in a Viking manner. It is very much like a longhouse. There are twin fires at either end that are currently burning. There is a long wooden table that dominates the space in front of you. At the far wall that you all can see, there is a closed series of twin doors at the end. Sitting at the table, not at the head, just at the table, and with this table piled high with various foods, fruits, vegetables, and all sorts of manner of sweets and other delectables, you see Quarth in his ogre-like form, towering over this very small table, very gingerly using very delicate fine china, pinky out and everything, as he is having a very delicate go at this immense pile of food.
What a wonderful spread you have here.
He looks over and, oh, yes, come, please, have a seat. Eat to your heart's content.
Oh, yes, thank you. I head for the sweets.
Before we speak business, please, fill your bellies. Have a drink. And he snaps his fingers, and you see a strange spectral figure emerge from the wall. It seems as if it's an old-fashioned Polinian butler, but nearly translucent in appearance. He steps out. Yes, sir. He goes, please, my guests are in need of some fine drink. Yes, sir. From the new stock. And goes, yes, please, from the new stock. And he comes back, and each of you is handed a big mug of frothy-looking substance. And when I say big, I mean they're Goliath-sized mugs for each one of you.
Is mine the same size as theirs?
Yes. You can't even lift it.
We can swim it.
You literally have to use your whole body to tilt it down to drink.
Dan will take a sip and then go straight back into the comically oversized leg of,
Yes, and this immediately brings back memories of home. As soon as you taste it, you realize this is actually honey mead from way up north, right around your neighborhood.
More meat.
As you all begin to, do all of you partake of the food and drink?
Yeah. But cheer, yeah.
The drink?
Nope.
So you're just sitting there?
I take his drink.
You see Quarth eyes each of you. His eyes linger on you just a little bit longer, and go ahead and roll me an insight check.
$17.
You get the feeling he's chuffed with your minor display of defiance. And he eats. After a few minutes, he leans back in his chair and takes his comically long claws and begins to pick at his teeth. And I haven't eaten like that in a few days. So, I've had reports that you all have been rather successful.
Yes, we are. That shrine is gone.
And replaced with something of an eyesore, from what I understand, but destroyed is destroyed.
Replaced with the golden tree of Lawell?
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Is tree not tomato?
Yes, it was replaced
Yes.
with the tree. And so the shrine is gone.
And the focal point for why the Shahuagin had taken the chamber is now gone.
Yes.
The majority of their number will retreat deeper back into the underneath from whence they came, and we will be able to mop up whatever remains with our own troops. So, again, I asked you for a favor, and you have performed admirably. So,
Yes.
when you leave here, you're free to go on your way.
And still help us.
With?
God said, help all us with issues in Uruk.
What issues would those be?
The ones where we're kind of wanted.
Oh, that. Well, I may have embellished a little on how sought after you were. There are definitely people after you, but...
Of course you did.
Well, it's prudent for one to know who he's dealing with and leverage be applied.
Yes. Well, anything about the situation that we have with what was your friend's name that we're after? Not friend.
The bug.
Not friend.
Not friend. Yes.
Not
The
friend.
bug. The short bug.
No.
Poffrey?
Yeah.
Poffrey.
Oh yes, yes.
The
Yeah.
Puffery.
Anything you could do about this Poffrey situation that we have would be greatly appreciated.
Well, give us a few days and we'll have a safe harbor yet again. For, our comings and goings. But until then, any clandestine operations would have to be, shopped out from us.
Yes,
Shout
yes.
out.
Oh, yes, I currently have very few in my employ that have vessels that could bear you hence.
Oh,
Was it an orc captain that had the ship that
Yeah.
was fast up? That orc captain ship still in harbor?
Well, he is until either he finds the proper documentation to leave, or I decide that he is no longer useful to me and may go on his way.
So how about you get us to that ship and let us go?
Well, that is definitely doable.
It's Bisha.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Bisha. It's the captain.
yes, that actually would seem quite appropriate.
So, I would take this as a very successful little experiment.
I agree. Perhaps one that may be worth doing again.
If you're leaving Uruk, then I see no reason why we need to keep our relationship moving forward.
True, but we may come back, but we'll see.
Well, I will keep your names in my mind for
Why would
the
we
future.
want to stay in her right now?
Still need to
Well,
find
there's quite a bit within Uruk. It's what brought me here. Uruk is quite the place. I understand you backwater folks prefer places like Brownwater, but Uruk is a jewel.
It is, and I do like it.
out. What about the bodies with the crawly eyes?
Oh yes, those. Do you know anything about those?
I know it's
23 dock workers. Eyes crawl out of it.
that is, even for my kind, rather disturbing.
Or here's the thought: we could go kill Poffrey.
We did make him a promise.
True, but these poor people with the crawly eyes, what if it happens again?
What? They're gonna die again? They're gonna
Not
regrow
those
their eyes, and the
people.
eyes are gonna crawl out again.
Tragedies happen all the time. There's not too much that we can do about it.
Rather pragmatic of you.
Want anybody I care about?
Whoever gets near that thing
The what
May
is
die.
this called? The balloon. You know the balloon.
Oh yes, the
The dirigible.
I can't remember the name of the
Dirigible.
place now.
Ishir.
Ishir, yeah.
Dirigible.
Dirigible.
If we gotta track down Ishir anyway, Poffrey's on the way. It needs killing.
Do you know, Mr. Quart, where the Ichir He's headed.
Ishir.
No.
Eacher is
Oh.
what you say.
How about
I know
Alfred?
it took Doc here for better part of a week. Then it left on its merry way. I don't
that was-
exactly know as to why it came to Uruk.
And that was before we got here?
Yeah, quite a bit before.
Okay.
Is he headed north or south? Or
No idea.
What about
The thing
pot
about something like that, it can go where it pleases, which is odd that it went from Kiev to here. It simply could have cut across the country and headed back to whence it came, but
That is a little weird, especially considering strange things of spider eyes happening after it was here.
well, I
And the
think
Dark Walkers dying and...
coincidence is probably far more likely than any kind of malicious intent.
Well, if any more coincidences happen, perhaps you should get word to us, you know.
Well, never ascribe something that can be, to malicious intent that could most likely be pointed at towards incompetence.
I don't know how to be competence, but I don't suppose...
Maybe they were dabbling in some arcane rituals and trying to bring back some kind of old ancient god
yes,
or
they
some
had
demon lord.
symbol.
Or,
Cheer show symbol. Let me see. Cheer have. It
Mhm.
looks like this. And I show the triangle with the kind of pointed arrow thing down. I have it written down.
it's odd.
Yes. Cheer hasn't seen this before, and Cheer read lots.
It's new to my eyes.
Well,
What about the pot fry? Pot fry.
Hoffrey,
That-
Joffrey.
do you happen to know
That's
where
right.
he went? Where he was headed?
No. His business is his own. As far as I know, he is currently in the employ of Don Darius and has been for quite some time.
We might have some idea.
Yep. Nothing else. And smuggling base that could be liberated.
Well, that's always fun. And that will certainly strike at the heart of your friend.
3 places to liberate. We liberate Poffrey's head,
Or his pockets, whichever comes first.
or both.
Or well, I mean,
Head first, then pockets,
but if the pockets come first,
then the head.
and then the head,
As long as he's dead.
as long as he's dead.
That rhymed.
It did.
We're
Just in
poet,
time.
We didn't know it.
Take the rhyme every time.
So we go up and no have issues.
You will be untouched by any of us.
How about in
As we have already had that discussion, the unpleasantness that has been happening with Uruk was caused by Plague Broom and his ilk, not any of my people. We don't seek to turn those against their will, but those who get turned, we offer a haven and a home. We simply ask that we be left in order to survive and thrive in our own way. We never make more trouble than we solve.
And
But
the
to each their own.
death warrant that's supposedly on our head.
I may have been a little... I may have embellished a little bit.
How
But-
embellished.
Well, there's definitely people keeping an eye on you. Whether they want you dead or not, remains to be seen. But the Platinum Anchors have not issued a warrant for any of your capture yet.
Yet. What's this yet?
Well, you've made quite a few enemies. One of them being, as you know him as, the Skirbold. And he is, powerful man.
Yep. Be a shame.
Money will do that.
So,
We should go find Captain...
Bisha.
No, that Captain too, yes. Who's the captain of the...
Is there any way that we contact you later if need assistance or see if you need assistance?
If I need assistance, I'll contact you.
Cheer have idea.
did it hurt?
Need paper. No, Cheer smarter than you. Need paper.
What paper?
Special paper.
Why are we giving him our
The special
stuff?
paper?
One special paper.
Why?
No.
One special paper.
No.
Yes.
Stop
that's why-
wasting those papers.
It's a demon. He has his own magic.
But this is paper.
I prefer soul challenged instead of demon, please.
Okay.
Yes, be
Well, okay.
kind.
Yes, the soulless one. If he wanted to contact me,
Whoa,
I'm sure he
I'm
could.
not soulless. I said soul challenged.
Challenge.
Less than
Please
soulful.
respect the pronouns.
Okay, yes. The soul challenged one. I'm sure he has his own ways of contacting me.
He's
And stop wasting the papers.
It's special papers that turn into little bird and fly off to get message.
Throw a roll at her head.
If I need you, I have my own network
So
to.
don't want special paper.
I am fine, child.
The soul challenge demon doesn't need our stuff.
He said no demon.
No, he just
I
was.
use the right pronoun first.
Well, the right pronoun and the wrong one, but one.
He's a work in progress.
Yes, one can only expect so much from you people.
Yes.
So we go sell stuff, pay the boat captain, and go kill Pomfrey.
Yes.
I like this plan.
I do too.
If you all wish to travel to the sewers and to Uruk above, by the time you exit it, it will be deep into nightfall.
What about our friend, the bacon?
He is free to come and go as he wishes. His services have been greatly appreciated and will be rewarded in kind.
You know how Deacon is. He loves to serve and help.
I don't think he needs any diseases cured.
Who? Deacon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he doesn't need disease cured. He
Okay.
just likes to be
Can
helpful.
we stay at night and go in morning?
We slept enough.
You're still tired. You're just beat out.
Food coma.
It's possible to stay night and leave in morning.
You are free to take refuge in the hut that you did before.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can't go upstairs and sleep in a real bed.
It's gonna take a while to get up there.
It's about an hour's journey.
Fine, if you know what, we've made you compromise a lot. Let's go find a bed at an inn.
Can't you take some food to go?
You're free to. All you want.
Food going to disappear out of tent.
Why would I do that?
She's had a rough life.
No, tents act weird sometimes.
She's had a rough
Well,
life.
you are
They're
free to take
different.
any food or drink with you on your way. But if you don't mind, I do have several other meetings this night.
Well, thank you for your hospitality, and I do hope we meet again.
I'm certain we shall.
Goodbye, Mr. Quartz.
Goodbye, Miss Cheer.
Miss Chair.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chair in charge. She
Yes.
takes a whole turkey.
He stands up. You all have a pleasant evening. And he
Who's what?
points at the entrance of the door.
Danny, Chair got turkey.
Takes another glass of whatever this is and drains it. And
Take my turkey.
Okay?
Does it go away when I get out of the...
So you all leave.
Yes.
You all walk out. The minute the flap closes behind you, the food disappears, and you still feel hungry, as if you had no meal at all within there.
but wait, we're already full.
You're sad.
No, you were sated, not full.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Anders stands there with a grin upon his face, and, well, Horth tells me that went rather well. Your possessions are untouched, and you'll be on your merry way this evening then?
Yes, we will. Some
I'll
of us like to
dispatch
spend
one of my men to guide you back, so as to not get lost.
the day. Very appreciated.
Thanks, Andrew.
You all can. He kind of semi leads you back to where your the hut is, as you all collect your gear. Dakin will appear within there and tell you that he needs a little more time to finish his get his affairs squared away here, but given time, as long as you all aren't leaving tonight, he should be able to join you.
Well, yeah, it will at least give you a day. We have to arrange travel and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we can wait for you to finish your missionary mission with the rat people.
And he'll go off and continue.
Is Anders one of the better looking rat people?
I mean, it's all degrees. I mean, like, they all have good personalities. You know, like,
So
the thing is, it seems as if most of the lycanthropes that are here, they have a very aggressive strain of lycanthropy, and it tends to warp the body, even when you're not in the other forms.
There's a whole lot of ugly going on.
Yeah.
Fanny, Anders, very nice.
Will you stop trying to set Fionn up?
Fanny
She's
needs
still
to get,
hurting after the last one.
Fanny needs to get back on horse.
With a morally challenged rat.
I don't see you moving on past the sheriff.
Sheriff has scales.
Plenty of dragonborn upstairs. Hey, we could go to that whorehouse and get you one.
Yes,
They got scales.
there's male dragonborn prostitutes up there.
Cheers to Scaly. Huh.
Jill want to harvest.
I mean, if you pay enough.
Oh, Jill just want one to see properties.
Weird little woman.
Yes, and this is after talking
I'll ask
with,
Anders if
you know,
we're
rats.
being led back to the hut.
Ask him what?
Does anyone down here follow Lawell?
Not really. They're kind of hard to think about the gods and everything else when you have, you know, this kind of life. We haven't had it easy, so not a whole lot of worship down here, but I mean, there's definitely going to be some converts to Sabbath after your friend leaves.
Nah, well, you know, he tends to have that effect on people.
Yep.
Oh, you're
Spiritual herpes.
you're lucky to be traveling with him.
Oh yes, he has been our grateful companion more and useful more than once.
It's bacon very nice. Fanny also spiritual leader.
That's like saying I'm also a spiritual leader.
They do not cure disease.
No, but
Ooh,
Fanny here.
That is something I forgot to do. I need perception checks from the three of you.
I'm still disadvantaged.
Nope.
Well, damn.
Nope.
It wasn't a natural 20, so that's perception is 21.
21?
10.
Okay.
3.
Cal,
Yes.
I need you to look at your phone.
You mean my 10 didn't do it?
Secret
It did not.
messages.
Gasp.
Could have had converts
Not going to share anything.
down here with the rats.
Be inappropriate.
That's giant 3 now.
Stop looking.
Stop looking at what?
No, nothing.
So-
Nothing.
You all gather up your possessions.
Yes.
You groaning under the weight of the
Make sure all my crap is there.
yeah. As you all approach the hut, that same nervous guard is there, and just
You're not allowed to leave until we check everything.
okay.
Yeah, if anything's missing, I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Did it touch brain, right?
I'm less scared of you, and way more scared of what Anders will do to me. And Anders like, yeah,
Anders.
and you should be.
It's Anders.
He just kind of gives you a look. If you guys go in and look through your stuff, everything is there.
My brain's cool.
Man, I wasted all that money on silver bullets.
You may use them again.
Fair enough.
I have a feeling that they have enemies too.
Okay, Chirco.
So as you all collect up your stuff, you groaning under the weight of your very heavy box on your back again, and the book being strapped to your back as well.
Oh yeah.
Gunner, I still feel like I'm walking slowly.
You are no longer at half speed.
Sucks to be you. Deal with it.
The same guard who defended your possessions with his very life is tasked with leading you back to the surface. While he consistently gets too far ahead and doubles back to you all as he is in a hurry to get through this menial task, he will lead you unerringly back to the sewers and point out to you the shortest path to use one of their sewer exits that prevent people from getting too close, so you can hopefully remain unseen.
I give him 10 silver when we leave. His presence.
As you go to drop the silver in his hands, he moves his hands out of the way, and you literally drop him into the sewer water.
Whap.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh well, sorry.
Gold piece.
He just he narrows his eyes at you and then
Gold piece.
takes it in, bites it to make sure it's real, and stuffs it into one of his jerkin, and then turns around and disappears back whence he came.
That guy cost me 2 gold pieces.
Didn't seem
You're
you wasting money.
more than
on
welcome
that.
to jump into the sewer water and retrieve your money.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
You sure?
You know, even Cheer not do that.
I mean, we're talking about Cal, you know,
Yeah, but Cal's already dirty.
not that dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's
That is
fecal
literal,
matter.
literal shit water that has not been treated in the
I
treatment.
take a stick and
feces.
try and fish around.
The refuse.
Oh, the water's like 3 feet deep.
Is there a long stick?
Nope.
You don't have a 10-foot pole.
I'm gonna help him.
No.
Help him right into the water.
Yep.
Nope.
So-
Oh,
You all take his shortcut path back to the surface.
Yes.
Yep.
As you all climb out, I'd like each of you to roll a stealth check with advantage. So, Cal, you'll be rolling a straight roll.
Wow, that's like a 5.
15.
29.
5?
How is the cat
21.
not sneaky?
Okay.
This is like
Okay.
the first time Fion's not the second time.
As you all exit. Now, when you get close to this sewer exit, that pungent odor overtakes you again and makes you a bit dizzy as you're climbing up the stone steps that have been carved into the wall to get out of this place. You do not recognize this grate. This is not the area that you first came down. But upon lifting the grate and exiting, that smell slowly begins to diminish as you get away. And as it does, you all get your first breath of somewhat fresh night air as you're still in the middle of Uruk, which is not a very clean burning city. But it smells ever so much better than the caverns and the sewers that you all have been traipsing through within the last 3 days. And that's where we're going to go and take a break. We're going to go ahead and stretch our legs. We're going to use the bathroom, all that good stuff. Definitely, stay with us. We'll be back for more shenanigans and see which way the Defiant Few decide to go within the coming adventure. So, stay with us, and we'll be right back. welcome back. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up tonight. Let's get back into this and see what's going to happen. I wanted to thank you all very, very much for joining us, and we're going to get back to doing this. This is kind of off the cuff because I completely forgot about it with rearranging the room and everything. But we did get, let me look. Our Loadin 4, thank you very, very much for the Twitch follow. We really, really appreciate it. We got to figure out how to get in and see our new subscribers on YouTube. I need to get this stuff. Yeah, but I need to get the stuff for that for my phone, so I don't have to use my laptop for that. But we won't worry about it right now. But we will be shouting out our new subscribers and new followers, and our new subscribers on Twitch. Whenever we get a new one, we always shouting out on the next session. We tend to do it at the halfway mark through episodes, but we're going to start doing it if you are on board game videos and stuff. Depending on where you follow us or subscribe, if you do it because you're watching a D&D stream, we'll do it on a D&D stream. If you do it because you're watching a board game stream, we'll do it on a board game stream. Or a Magic stream, because we're going to be doing some more of those coming down the pipe. So remember, we are going to be on Friday. Doing the first episode of the Dice Lord Adventures. So definitely check that out. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. So when we left off, you all had just made it out of the sewer. Now breathing somewhat cleaner air. Once you get past the smoke bombs that are constantly in use by the rat, the were-rat mafia, basically, to prevent you from getting to, or preventing people from wanting to go into the sewers. What are y'all going to do?
Prestidigitation.
On yourself or everybody?
Yes.
So, yes to the second one?
Everybody, yes.
Yeah.
Put me
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Yes to the second, and so far much as it does not contradict with the first in regards to the second.
Exactly. So after you all get, probably 50 feet away from the sewer grate, Callith begins to magic you all clean. And you don't realize until that point of just how much you all stunk to high hell. Kind of hard to differentiate it from everything, the smell of everything else around you when you're down there.
See, East White Chair doesn't need real bath. Can do that?
That's
Yeah, no, we're giving you a bath.
No.
gotta be like
Funky things grow.
No.
8 worst places I've been.
And I know you want to harvest them, but no. Some things I have to draw a line
Fungus
to.
should not grow off of you.
But it grow up dead people in brown water.
Yes,
Dead.
you're not dead.
Is there a horse trough nearby?
No, the horses typically aren't allowed within the city because of how narrow the streets are. Typically, you have to.
Public fountain?
There's public fountains all over the place.
Hey, cheer, a
Paying
bear.
attention near a fountain.
Okay.
A big thingy. A mushroom.
I would like each of you guys to roll me a perception check.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh no.
And at this point, producer man, we're gonna need a look at the board, if you don't mind.
The board. 20.
20. Cal?
I stubbed my toe.
12.
5.
Gunner, you've actually spent a little bit of time here. You guys actually come out right near that cross street.
Alrighty. Do I know the way to my favorite whorehouse and hotel?
The Inn of the Beating Heart is over here.
Follow me, I know the way.
What? Okay. Ow.
So as you all begin moving through, you're fairly close to the central market where the perpetual tent city is up of the various hundreds of different market stalls that encircle the area. It is, by the time you all get up, just about midnight. So the city watch is out. There are roving patrols, the 3-man patrols that the Platinum Anchors tend to have at night. There is the occasional drunk and passerby, but for the most part, the city is still kind of recovering after the 3-day love fest that is the 11-day festival. So most people still have the drinking and the carousing out of their system, and the people you see that are hanging about are the usual drunks and the usual dregs.
But there is food.
Moon is high?
Sorry?
The moon is high?
You guys are nearing the end of the month, yes.
Gold moon.
This is the gold month.
I'll go to the shore.
Funny.
Yeah, I spend enough time underground.
You'd agree. Underground, not fun.
So as you make your way to the Beating Heart Inn, who is following Gunner, and is anyone following Fionn?
I'm following Gunner and don't realize Fionn had left. My toe still hurts.
Goes
Okay, so you all split down the middle, and the two of you head to the Beating Heart Inn, while you follow Fionn as she heads to... So are you heading to the Pauper's Docks, or are you heading to the High Docks?
Which one's closer?
At this point, the High Docks would be closer.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that one then.
Oh, yeah.
You can have the map up of the terrain camera up for now, so people can see where each one's going. I'll have you guys in two different colors of jewels real quick.
Gunner, where did Cheer go?
Red is going to be cheering Fionn, and you guys are heading out this direction, while you guys are headed over here.
I love this map.
She called Fionn wandering off on some dumbass idea.
What dumbass idea?
I don't know. Stare at the sky.
Where are you going?
Going to a whorehouse with a bathtub.
Bathtub sounds good. Bathtub sounds very good.
They got alcohol too.
Alcohol sounds good.
Cheers, keep the bathtub on.
You know what? Whores actually sound good too.
Yeah, better than staring at the sky.
Or rats.
I hate rats.
Yeah, they're kind of rat-like. And then they feed me things that disappear. Cheer would appreciate that comment.
If you can hear me, Brian, you can turn it on all cameras.
Oh no, who knew that eating food from a rat demon's table would end badly?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, well, you know.
It's not on?
At least
Shut her
we had a good relationship with him.
But it is black for some reason.
Oh yeah, that thing is black. Is it actually on?
Is the screen open?
Yeah, let me double check real quick. It was on earlier. I did have it angled. No, it turned off. So
Oh,
it's
it's not plugged in.
Son of a
Hold
bitch.
on, Brian.
sorry, give us 1 minute.
We're still on the feed anyway.
Actually died due to the battery.
Yep.
Which means those batteries are useless because it should have lasted longer.
Yeah, it should have lasted longer than an hour and a half,
Yeah.
but
Well, we probably
Okay.
it hasn't been charged in a while. And
and
They're
yeah.
always getting charged.
No, this one was disconnected for a
Oh,
long
was it?
time. Yeah,
Oh,
since the last time
never
we
mind.
recorded.
Retract my previous statement.
All right, you can give it a shot now, Brian, and see if that works. Okay.
And now everything
So-
has gone to shit. Everything.
Hey, we just changed up the entire studio, so some things are there's gonna be a little bit of growing
Oh,
pains
there it
again.
is. Look.
whoop, there it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whoop! There it is.
So it'll be Fionn and Sheer moving that way, and Gunner and
Thomas wants to
uh,
get the copy.
Caliph moving that way.
Oh, please. You have to be pitch perfect.
Okay, so and I forgot to bring out the boats. Oh well. It's okay.
How are we gonna?
How are we
look
going
at
to
the
know
boat?
it's
All
on
the
the
boats
water?
all the
That
boats
just
are
looks like-
asleep.
Yes, the
That
boats
looks
went
like blue
99.
land to me. I'm
The
gonna walk
boats
on
went
it.
99 in their beds. You cannot see them.
Everyone knows boats sleep underwater.
Exactly. I saw Curse of the Black Pearl. Oh no,
We
that's
see
the second
nothing
one.
but we see nothing but
Dead Man
masts
Tell No
poking up.
Tales, or I don't know. There's so many of
It's
those
a
movies now.
pirate movie.
Okay, so
Pirata.
Gunner and Cal, as you all move through the streets, no one really pays you too much attention, and as you pass a couple of patrols as you're making your way to the Beating Heart Inn, they give you a look, but they don't really give you a second one. You all seem to be moving with purpose, and you don't seem to be carousing or raising any trouble, so they kind of let you pass on. counter
Size-
to what you thought was going to happen
Yeah.
by the first patrol that saw you all. But you guys can pretty easily make your way back to the Beating Heart, and as you approach, you don't hear the typical music. The lights are on, as they never really turn off in the Beating Heart. The bouncer still stands next to the door, the same bald, mute gentleman with his arms crossed. As he sees you all approach, he just kind of gives you that soft nod that he always does and will not stop you if you try to enter.
I shall try to enter.
Okay. As you open the door, you all are met with that smell. And tonight it appears as if it was grilled shrimp on the menu.
Ooh, I need shrimp.
The shows have ended for the night as it is fourth day. Basically Thursday, so it's not quite the weekend yet. So none of the shows are happening, but there is still a bit of food available if you all wish to purchase.
Do I have any rooms left? Any nights left? For
No.
my stay? Sweet. I have money.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use chair share of the money.
As you all approach the proprietor, he sees you both and, oh, welcome back. Thought you all had left town.
Yeah,
Almost.
Fanny screwed that up.
Bath and someone to wash me, please.
Bath, someone to wash me in a big jug of alcohol.
That thing too.
Alrighty.
Like big.
Well, I don't have anything that big, but I can give you multiple goblets.
What do you fill the goblets from?
From wine bottles.
Those.
Well, you want a wine bottle? Be 20 gold up front.
I just have the cup.
Huh?
The cup. Goblets.
Yeah.
Bath.
Well, you want a bath? Then you're gonna have to partake of our services here. See if anybody's awake.
Okay.
Hello?
I hate
Anyone
rats.
awake?
And
Same.
okay, I'll see if two fair maidens are awake to assist you in this endeavor. They will expect to be tipped generously at this time of night, so
Of
be aware.
course.
Wait here, and he heads upstairs. About 5 minutes later, he comes down, and I have found a pair of fair young maidens that are willing to do the work necessary to get you all cleaned. Did you want any dinner before you take your bath tonight?
Uh-huh.
What's for dinner?
We have grilled shrimp and leeks.
I'll take the shrimp.
All
And
right.
the leeks.
You
Okay.
can have my leeks. I'll take
Yes.
his shrimp.
No.
I'll let you work that out amongst yourselves, but a few skewers each, and he hands you guys a few skewers of shrimp, and he hands you a skewer of leeks as well. You all drink the wine. You pay for the whole bottle?
No, I'm just...
So he...
Brings you.
BYOY.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those too.
He puts a goblet on the bar.
Oh, thank you.
Want to try it?
For me. If you're going to be
yes.
drinking in my bar, then
Of course.
It's free.
indeed it is. And he finishes it off.
Free wine's good wine.
And looks
Well, I mean-
around you. There's a few people in here. Most of them are either speaking quietly in the corner. There's only a single one of the maidens that you all recognize. Her name was Chantrell. She is still in the corner as her typical place, and she is chatting up a regular who seems to be very, very enamored with her conversation. The other few people that are out and about within this place are just kind of quietly sitting alone, most of them nursing wine or ale, just having, enjoying the rest of the night before he decides he's going to close. And as you all know, the Beating Heart kind of closes when the proprietor gets tired. He kind of looks around at this place. It's still nice and warm. You still get that smell, that fragrance in the air of several different women's perfumes that have kind of coalesced together in that strange kind of fog that always hangs about this place, especially when there's a show that night. Seeing he has nothing else to do, he So pulls up one of his own stools next to you all and sits next to you and says, "Wow, I haven't seen you in a few days, and regale me with a tale. What have you all been up to?"
Killing fish people.
The Sahuagin, yes?
Fish people.
Well, there you'll find quite a few people who will thank you for that.
Rat men too.
Find a few fair people that'll thank you for that as well.
And making trees in places where they shouldn't go.
Are your other friends about, or is it just the pair of you?
They went to go stare at the moon.
They're somewhere, but I don't know if they'll be with us for now.
The little one and the one in the poncho, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about your big friend? I mean,
We made friends with the rat people.
Okay. The armorer across the way has been singing his praises quite some time. It's quite a windfall he paid for. So I mean,
Yeah. Oh, he will be out and about again, but he's doing.
Yeah.
He's doing.
Sabbath's work
Yes.
with the rat people.
well, that's to each their own, I guess. No judgments here. Huh?
You talk a lot.
Yes, but I never say much.
Actually, pretty accurate.
Useful skill to have.
Yes, it is. I need to teach him.
I have a few rooms available. Usually, Uruk kind of dies down once all the revelers have left, and it's a couple of days out since the Living Day Festival ended. So,
Does one of them
Rooms?
have a bathtub?
no, only the bathtubs, only on the bottom floor. Sadly, those copper tubs get quite heavy.
Yes, I would like a room. Oh, yes, please.
Feather bed.
I'll get you a room that's free of company, because it looks like that would just pain you right now.
Yes, very bruised. Yes, no, snooze, no.
He lacks constitution.
Yes,
The
no.
spirit is willing, but the flesh is purple and bruised.
Yes.
Okay, so since night's slow, I'll give you guys 25% off the rooms.
Sounds good.
Fair.
So for the night, call it gold piece for both rooms. Takes it.
You're a gentleman scholar. For some reason, I still don't want to kill you.
All right, well, the lady should be down here any minute, and as he says that, you hear some feet coming down, and neither of the women that assist you with this are in a particularly good mood, having been woken up, at close to midnight to draw a warm water bath for two strangers and scrub them down, while they assist you in getting cleaner than what the prestidigitation spell can make you, because that's more of cleaning surfaces. It's not like it's more like taking dish soap and rubbing it on your body instead of actual soap. So you get clean, but you always feel weird afterwards,
What's the difference between the baby wipe down and an actual bath?
Yeah, exactly. So like it definitely, is a much better experience, but they're not gentle. They are rather perturbed, but depending on the tips that are offered, they will soften. And how much do you offer?
What's a normal tip?
What's a normal tip for Caliph? I mean,
Well, I mean, what for them do I think?
roll me an intelligence check.
Am I still disadvantaged?
Yes, you are.
At least 10.
Wow, a natural one.
They should make a lot of money for this.
I offer them 10 gold pieces.
Each, or the split between the two?
Split. Like, holy crap, that's a lot. A split between the two.
Oh, come on. Look at all the hard work they're putting in.
Why am I paying all of this?
Yeah, how much do you tip, Gunner?
Because you're my friend.
Yeah, I know, but
I carry you out.
Oh, and it is a
cave.
gold piece each for the bath.
so yes, I take a bag of 20 gold pieces.
Then, while they're kind of angry when you'll you're in the copper bath and you kind of like, oh Jesus, like in the Wolverine when those Japanese ladies are cleaning up Logan, it's kind of like that until you reach into your pack, grab a thing of coins and put it on the little table next to you. That they like, oh, so how you doing? How was your day? And, yeah.
If you're mad, there's a few knots.
Like, oh, I'll help you. And they, they get in there. It's at least it ends as a more pleasant experience. But they are there simply to wash you, and they help you wash. They help you wash, and then they leave as you can try. You can towel off, and then head up to your rooms. They leave both of your room keys. Your room keys are next door to each other. They are on the second floor, not the third floor. The second floor does have feather beds.
Ooh. How much was the wine worth again?
The bottle of wine, or your bottles of wine?
Our bottles of wine.
You guys had a roundabout. I mean, you guys didn't really have an exact thing, but I mean, you could ask someone.
I'll ask the bath girl.
You give her a taste?
Yeah.
She grabs your goblet. Puts a little bit more. She does, the swishing and everything.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not bad. I mean, this is definitely a Scotty Fair, which it is a Scotty wine. It's definitely a Scotty Fair. I mean, it's fairly rare down here. If you get someone who has half a pallet, you might be able to get, 30 gold a bottle?
Oh. Wow, how much of that did you drink?
Half the bottle.
More than I paid her for?
And you are drinking a full bottle.
Yeah. Oh. Whew.
I got 7 left. Screw it. Top off Cal's glass. Start drinking it.
And at this point, after you offer her first one, every time you kind of relax, she takes another sip of yours. And I've been drinking a lot. You'll probably finish the bottle before you go. Before you guys have night. But you guys are relaxed, and you guys have another really good night's sleep when you guys do head that way. But we're going to go ahead and switch over to Fionn and Sheer, who... Uruk is an odd city. You guys have noticed this. There are no gateways. There's no portcullis, anything like that prevent people from coming and going. While there are guards stationed at these places, most of them don't really do anything until you're trying to enter the city. There is a tax to enter Uruk. There is a tax in order to take, ships and ferries like that, at the docks. To go to the high docks, though, there is a 5 silver piece tax for both of you.
No, even better. Wrong mood for that one.
Fine.
That's no moon.
That's full frontal.
It's like, I can see the peaks in the valley. So you pay?
Yes.
Okay. The guard takes the gold piece and gives you a curt little nod and, all right, lets you all through. As you guys enter this place, even though this is still... Now you're kind of outside the city walls for the most part, and you are now in this area. The buildings here are much, much nicer. They're in much better repair. The signs displaying the various services here, there's a livery and stables. There's a bunch of different warehouses. There's even a couple of general stores. This side actually does have its own herbalist. And all of them have their signs nice and polished. The buildings are nice and pretty. None of them are really open, though. The only thing that you find is right against the docks of this very large building that is half wood on one side. The rest of it is stone, and very nicely worked stone as well. There's the only building that has lights in it.
What is it?
As you draw close, you can see apparently it is a stop for the more upscale sailors. This is probably more akin to like an officer's style of establishment.
It's the officers' club.
So
I'm going for that rock. The only natural stretch of beach that seems to be on any of these docks.
The big rock.
Which one? This big ass rock over here?
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to walk through there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I can't really see what's over there.
Well, cheer
Look
to
on the
climb.
look on the stream. You can see it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stream's got a pretty good shot of it right
Actually, yeah.
Damn it! I suppose it's a narrow stretch of beach.
now. Show them on your phone.
Show him.
And you guys are closer, which is good.
Let it do its thing.
Then you did that. God. Wow. That's
Wait.
terrible.
Wait for it.
So
Yeah. We'll walk. The
So that
path
large
going up to
rock.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So that large rock that you see, there is. It looks like part of it's been mined and actually used as part of the stone that's been used to build these outer walls. This was probably at one point a regularly used quarry, but now it stands as just a large segment of rock that has been tunneled through and allowing a pathway around. There is a fairly well-traveled footpath around this that actually does lead around the stone wall and into the other docks.
Yeah, okay then. I
And we
wanna be-
want to climb it.
I want to be near the water.
I mean, you're walking around the path, you're near the water. It's just there is about a 20-foot drop from this side, from where you guys currently stand. There's no real beach.
Aiming for a nice clear view.
Oh, I mean, you have a clear view
To
here.
go. Whee!
I mean, yeah, I mean,
To do my. To do my
the
full moon.
from where you all sit right now with the moon in the sky, the moon is actually over here.
Mm-hmm.
So we might want to do it from like over here.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as
Next
it's a nice
on
clear
this side
view.
of the rock.
As long as it's a nice
Yeah,
clear
if you
view.
get
Yeah.
right in the middle of that, so before you actually reach that rock and past the buildings, there's not much light in the way of light pollution here. You get a pretty good view of the moon and stars.
Mhm.
That's a good.
It is a fairly cloudy night, but I should say a partly cloudy night. So there are wisps of clouds as there are constant storms in this region. But you can see most of the stars, and the moon, that moon always shines through. The gold moon, you can always tell where it is because its light is so pure and bright that it shines even behind clouds. It takes a very, very densely foggy day for it to completely shroud the moon.
Mhm.
So what are you going to do?
Fionn will be doing a ritual with the feather.
Okay. Cheer, I would like you to roll me a perception check, please.
What a religion check?
Nope.
No, check. You failed that already.
That's an 11.
11? You've been fascinated by the rituals that Fionn has done. And Fionn has that feather that she begins to implement into it. But that's not the only feather you see. As you see her stretch her arms out, her poncho is pulled up at the back, and you see near her buttocks there appears to be a feather on her back.
Danny,
Eh?
take off Pancho.
Her
Are there
back,
more?
there appear to be feathers of that same style that she's holding that appear to be marked upon her back that form wings, but then as you go lower, they seem to be almost like they're peeling off and falling to the ground. It appears to be a very, very intricate tattoo. I mean, for a moment, you almost feel like these things are actually growing out of her body, and they're actually falling. But as you touch her skin, which kind of makes you go, woo.
Then you just
Drop the water. Yeah.
Fanny, when have you always had tattoo?
I mean, it's
Always.
no. I mean,
Fionn stripes.
the stripes, yeah.
Fionn stripes are tattoos.
No. I like trace out a couple, like on the back go.
I see.
You do have a pocket glass.
I hope take it out and see.
Yeah.
Your stripe tattoos are not the only tattoos you have.
They don't look fresh.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's a healing tattoo. It doesn't look like the skin's not raised or anything. As you touch, you can actually feel, just like a tattoo has a bit of texture to it.
Yeah.
These have that texture to them.
Sliding.
But they are, I mean, like I said, they are so well done that if you didn't know who Fionn was, you'd look and be like, hey, you're molting.
It looks like peeling. Like
Continue.
feathers
And it's
peel.
4 feathers currently that are off. And the one on the bottom appears as if it's laying the plane just above her butt cheeks. That appears to be, I guess, the ground of the tattoo, as it appears to be laying flat at that surface.
Man,
Can I
we
get out
miss
one of
all
my
the cool
leaves?
stuff, right?
I'll get out one of my leaves.
Here. Here, have more.
It's one of the gold leaves or silver leaves.
Gold leaf, silver feather. I continued the ritual. Now I've got a leaf.
Does the ritual change at all because of the leaf? Like anything happened to her?
Well, her ritual's the same.
No.
It's just where she would typically have like a sprig of mistletoe as part of it, she now uses a feather instead.
I start sketching the whole thing and writing down notes.
Okay.
Okay.
You do that until past midnight when the moon is at its zenith. After that, you guys feel like the day is starting to weigh you down and you're getting pretty tired. What are you going to do?
Want to go to big building. They could have rooms in big building.
Okay.
But Pancho needs to go back on.
People here weird about
Yeah.
nakedness.
Poncho on.
Okay. So as you begin to make your way to this this inn, as you walk up, this actually has a walkway that leads up to it. It has very nice handrails leading to stairs that actually go up onto this overall porch. Sitting on a stool next to the door is a portly gentleman. It looks like he's probably seen a few years. His skin is cracked and dry from years and years at sea. He has his hand up over his eyes when he looks at you, even though it's at night and there's no real light shining in his eyes. Is he? Who goes there?
We seek a room.
This is a private establishment.
So no room.
Oh, plenty of room if you got the membership.
How to get membership?
Well, you have to be a captain, or you have to captain a ship, or you have to be part of Dondarius.
Ah, okay.
So I'm assuming you don't have any of those things.
No.
Well, then you best be on your way, because we don't have any rooms for you. We're not really... The women we traffic in are a much higher quality than the two of you.
Quality.
Yes,
What's that supposed to mean?
it means they're better looking than you, lass.
Come on, let's go.
They're like pretty.
You have a great night. If you want to make a few coin, let me know. I'm always looking for warmth for me bed.
What do you mean warmth?
Well, the bed's a lot warmer when there's more than one body in it. You get me? Well, I shouldn't be talking to you. I should be talking to the pretty one.
That's what you get for going out without Oh.
It's because you're getting chubby.
Go with that one.
You follow Cheer back to the Beating Heart. Takes you guys some time to get there. By the time you all get there, you all have finished your bath and are bedding down for the night. As you all enter, you see the proprietors walking towards the door to lock it. As he like, oh, I was wondering if you two were gonna make it. No.
You're not pretty.
I'm not gonna touch that question. Everyone is beautiful in every single way. Don't let them keep you down.
Where's God?
I'm out at dinner. He actually got a room on the second floor.
Which room?
You know, he tells you the room number. Like, but that's gonna cost you 2 silver to sleep in there with him.
Pay. And I walk off.
And he's, fine. And you, young miss.
I sleep outside.
Well, feather beds.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a room with a big window.
Mm-hmm.
5 silver.
You have to pay for yourself.
People have asked me, why are these rooms so expensive? Because they keep sleeping in a whorehouse.
Right?
Yes. There's plenty of regular inns out there, but no, you gotta sleep at the brothel.
Smells good. Once you get that aroma of strawberry body glitter. in your
Right?
nose,
Yes.
just
Yes.
Nothing else
Just
to do.
want nothing else.
He gets you a room on the 2nd floor, and he does get you one that's at least facing the side of the window.
I go in his room.
Cal, you wake up in the middle of the night and you realize that Cheer's in the bed with you.
I check to see if my tail has been gnawed on.
No, she's just doing her typical
Oh, no.
wrestling with it.
No, not holding the tail right now. Holding you.
Oh,
Nuzzling
okay.
into your chest again.
Okay,
like that.
good.
Like wrapped around.
Good. Stay away from the tail. It hurts already. No!
Okay,
Fine.
so as you all have yourself
Resting
a
angry face.
very interesting night's sleep, you all are able to wake up in the morning to the smell of bacon and eggs.
Cheers, my bacon.
As you all head down, as part of staying within this place, you are offered a complimentary breakfast. Each of you guys gets a few strips of bacon, gets a couple of eggs, and you all can enjoy your meal. Already, Ulrich is up and humming as you all wake up about an hour past sunrise and are able to tackle the rest of your day. So, with the rest of time we have tonight, what are you guys going to do?
Well,
Sell the painting.
I'm going to take that poncho that Fionn gave me,
Mm-hmm.
and realizing that it's a total loss, I'm going to try and stitch it up into some sort of sexy lingerie-like thing, since all the parts that would cover the privates are, open anyway.
Okay. So you're going to stitch it around so it covers everything except for the parts?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like reverse female armor.
Yes.
Okay, so it covers everything but the okay. Gotcha. Okay. So that's going to take some time. That's a project you can do over the next few weeks if you like. What are y'all going to be doing today in Urk?
Get the art appraised.
Okay.
But we need to know how much you owe us.
Get that wine sold
Yeah.
before you
Find
drink
a
it,
bit.
Art.
Get the wine sold. Do you want to get the gems appraised too?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. There is actually the general store owner that's just like a half a block away from you all, that deals in quite a few objects like this and is a very well respected appraiser of a great many things. Do you all
To the
would-
general store.
Okay. You also know that they sell meat pies there too. So as you guys approach after having had your breakfast, you smell the beginning of the meat pies, getting ready for lunch. As the old lady is outside, beneath the overhang, as always, chopping up vegetables, getting chickens deboned, and getting the bones thrown in for the broth and everything, and getting ready to make her food. When you all approach, hi dearies. If you're looking for the meat pies, it's going to be a few hours. If not, you can head inside and talk to Gear.
Yeah, we'll come back and get you some meat pie later.
Not there. If you're going to her, no.
What?
She's a dwarf.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, we'll head in.
Okay, so the two of you going together. Are you going with them? Yeah. Okay, so the three of you go in, and what are you doing while that happens?
You said there's a herbalist out there.
Out there, yes. So you're going to head back. So once again, another 5 silver
that's fine.
to head up to the... It is an expensive place, and this is how they keep the lights on, so to say.
Ever
We will get to that herbalist in a minute. It is not going to be as interesting as the last one he talked to though. But the three of you, as you all enter, you guys have seen this dwarf around. He's actually come into the Beating Heart Inn, though you're to never tell his wife that ever. He has a very, very long beard that actually literally dusts the ground. It's so prodigious in length. He is fairly scrawny for a dwarf. He's pretty on in years. He's pushing about 200 years old, so he's up there quite a bit. He has smile lines that are just etched into his face, and he is always squinting. Even though he has these thick Coke bottle glasses, he still squints at everything he sees. As you all enter, he kind of looks up from a ledger he's writing in, and your customers, yes. How can I be of assistance today?
Well, have I ever told you that you have a majestic beard?
Oh, it's as plain as my face. Of course it is.
Ah, yes. Lovely one. We have some things that we'd like appraised.
Oh, yes. He takes his beard and he throws it over his shoulder. Let me see what you have.
Bring out the painting.
Oh, that's some fine work. That's some very fine work. Takes off his glasses and... there is an artist writ here. The artist's name is... Glemon. Oh, that's a rather famous chap.
Yeah. And, what would something like that be worth?
This one here, well, to the right collector, you could probably get about, I'd say 600 notes. But if, I'd say you could get no less than maybe 500 for it from most people who have the eye for the art.
Yeah. And interesting. And these gems here.
Oh, these are andesites. Yes. Oh, these are used very prolifically in some rather dubious trading. I hope you came about these legally.
Of course.
Of course you did. No. I'm not here to judge. But you'd be looking at each of these worth about 50 gold pieces each.
Oh,
You buying?
I have need of some andesite. They are quite valuable in various circles within here. I would pay 25 gold pieces each, I think, is a fair deal.
You said they were worth 50.
They are if I sell them, but if you're selling to me, I have to resell them. You want to sell to a collector, you're more than welcome to do so.
How about 30?
40.
Roll a charisma check.
And I don't have the exhaustion anymore.
And diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yes, because you have diplomacy.
Oh, what is
Right.
diplomacy?
It's charisma.
Oh, yeah.
Or persuasion, sorry. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
I
Okay.
get my 3.5 mixed in sometimes.
I was
And
like,
my fourth ed's mixed
I
in
don't have
sometimes.
advantage on that, do I?
Second edition.
And second edition mixed in sometimes, yeah.
No, I don't think I do.
Glad you haven't
Have
brought it
advantage
back
on
on
that.
me recently. Still
If
better
you bring
than
up
mine.
Thaco, I'm gonna have to slap you.
18.
18. I can do 35. 35 is as high as I can go, though.
Okay, 35.
I'll only be taking 10, though, for 35.
I think we only have 11, right?
We have 12.
12. Okay. Well, all right. 10 for that 350.
Let me get you 350 in notes. And he very slowly counts out 350 in notes.
I do happen to have these 2 axes as well.
I don't really deal in weaponry, but those do look mighty fine. I see. Big boy, do you mind handling that for me? I don't think I got the vigor to lift something like that these days. Thank you. And he looks it over. Mighty fine blade here. Obsidian. And they managed to sharpen it into a bit of a blade. Not bad, not bad. I'd offer you, we'll call it 250 for each one.
They're magical.
Not that I know of.
Maybe we should figure that out before you sell.
Good idea. You know what?
For a paltry fee, I could look at them for you and see if they're magical, and if they are, I could identify them for you for a further fee.
What's that paltry fee gonna be?
You're looking at Call it 5 silver pieces.
All right. Yes, you take it out of the andesite.
All right. And he takes back one of the notes and puts 5 silver onto it. Then says a single word and his eyes suddenly glow blue. And yes, it is a magical, it does have a bit of a magical aura here.
How much to identify him?
Well, the spell is expensive to cast, so it'd be 125 gold for each casting of it.
You know, I think Dakin could do that.
If you do sell it to me, then I will take that out of the price so you don't have to pay for that.
He ain't here.
It's true. Are you going to use the axes?
I might. Depends how nice they are.
No. We still would have to think about it.
Well, the price is the price. If you decide to get it done, you can more than welcome to bring them back.
Okay, thank you.
Now, the painting I will have no real interest in. It's not something I can really move quickly, but I will definitely take the andesite.
Understandable. All right, so, did we have anything else we wanted to look at? I don't believe so. Blowguns.
The wine.
The wine. Oh, yes, the wine.
I got these bottles of wine here.
Yeah, I see. And you hand him one immediately. Ah, from the plains of Ascani. Yes, this could fetch a fair price. I'd offer you 20 gold pieces a bottle.
How many do we have?
They're worth 30.
I do have to turn a profit.
He does. It is fair.
Why are you negotiating for him?
Because we got to... I'll tell you. Why, do you not want to let them go for less than 25 apiece?
I think that's fair. Just getting me a saddle wagon to get him.
Still using your persuasion roll from before. That's not giving me much room for profit. I'd do 22 each.
That's a fair compromise. 22.
So, how many did you want to leave here today? The wine I can sell easily, so I can purchase a fair few.
I've got 6.
Think what I just have... No, I don't have any left.
Yeah, no, you don't have any left.
There's just the 6.
Just my 6?
Would you like to sell those 6?
Yeah.
So that would be 132 notes. And he, once again, very slowly counts out 132 notes for those. And then you all have a stack of money. So 250 plus 132 plus 5 silver. Or 249 and 5 silver.
No, you said 35.
300.
Or 349.
Yeah.
349 and 5 silver.
Plus
Plus
200 and
132.
So, 300 and...
479.
So 471 or 81, sorry. 481 and 5 silver.
And 5 silver. You all get that axe.
And you all know that the artwork is between 500 and 600 gold.
Might as well get it identified. We don't know if Dakin's going to be back or not.
Yeah, but that is pricey. Well, okay, yes. You know what? Let's go ahead and identify these axes.
Well, let's say they look like they're a match set. So how about I identify a single one, and that'll give you an idea of what the other does.
Sounds good.
Fair?
Yes.
Okay, so can I see the other one? Let's see which one's in better condition. I'll identify that.
Put them both up.
He looks at both, and it'll be this one. Do me to be a dear and carry it over here for me, please.
I'll help him out.
Set it down, and he gets up on a stool and looks at it, and he rubs his hands together to get the circulation going, and every time he moves his fingers, you can hear the joints popping, and he starts reciting arcane rituals and carving runes in the air that seem to trace with his finger and then disappear a moment later as he...
And that look cool.
Then he places his hands upon it and opens his eyes and goes, well, this blade is definitely made for cutting. This would be a keen battle axe. that could fetch a bit of a price. It's not really up my alley, but if you would like to sell it to me, I would offer. This would be hard to move based on its size. I'd give you 400 gold pieces for each one.
Isn't there a weaponsmith in town that we had run into?
Yeah, a couple.
Go sell him the weaponsmith.
Yeah. All right. Make
Huh?
sure that we pay him the.
Yeah, he starts pulling the money out of that, and then I will give you a writ of identification for this item under my name, so they know that it's been identified. And he writes you out an actual writ, stamps it with the signet on his ring, and that's good anywhere in Uruk.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Definitely, if you have any other business, send it my way.
Yeah, so we will. We might be back.
I'm glad to hear it. And you, Missy, what can I do for you? Don't mean to be ignoring you there. Oh, come, let me have a look at you. So, how do you like the store? Anything that you'll be needing in services of?
No.
Or are you looking to sell like your friends?
No.
Okay. I'd offer you 10 gold for the shawl there. I'm just kidding. Please don't tell my wife. Well, you all have yourselves a nice night or a nice day. Well, I don't even know what time it is anymore. So, you have a good one. I have to get back to my ledger.
Okay.
Have fun with your ledger.
Oh, loads and loads. And he dips it, sticks it on the tip of his tongue and then begins to write again.
How much was
Wait till he's in the middle of the word.
It was 150.
Definitely won't see you at the beating heart.
He just kind of, never. It's a place of ill repute. Never find me in a place like that. And he goes back to the inn.
Is he like?
Like, you son of a little whippersnapper, I'll kick your ass. Like,
So it's
if I was 150 years younger.
It was 150 for the identifier.
135.
35.
Okay. So,
That
41
force-
minus
Gross
135.
overcharge, my
I'll let you
goodness.
take care of that then.
It was 481.
481 minus 135. Okay. So, Cheer, this herbalist, one and only deals with spices from afar. They are in an advantageous position so that any of these these ships that have more of an in with Uruk, they have special privileges from Don Darius. Those carrying various spices will actually hit these docks. But this proprietor is very uptight, and unlike other herbalists and other alchemists within town, doesn't deal in illicit substances. So while they have a lot of interesting fare, it's mainly stuff for like headache remedies, hangover remedies, cold remedies, things like that. It's kind of boring, though it is very upscale, but the prices are very inflated.
Go back to
But it is thriving. There's a lot of sailors in there that are getting their tonics, that are buying their tobacco from there. There's a lot. It seems like the number one seller that this proprietor has is tobacco that does have a bit of Achium laced into it.
How much?
Oh, you're looking for the Achium, Mom? And as he blows out the smoke, you get that smell, and it smells like fresh strawberries.
Vaping.
He's like, so, what flavor you be wanting?
What flavors have?
What flavor can you imagine? And I'll let you know if I have it. And there's a big wooden shelf behind him with hundreds of little doors.
Pancakes.
Ah, I do have honey syrup pancakes. And he opens one up, pulls it out, and says, that'll be 50 gold pieces.
50.
Yes.
Does it make weird shapes with smoke?
No, unless you know how to do it. But it tastes like honey syrup pancakes. And this is enough to last you, I'd say about 3 months if you're not too greedy with it.
And has special ingredient.
Very special.
Any side effects?
Of course not. Achium has no side effects. Don't believe what
No,
any
no,
of the
no.
naysayers say
Side
to
effects.
No.
Not good.
No, of course it doesn't have any side effects. Anyone who says ingesting Acium is anything but healthy is out of their minds. I've been smoking Acium since I was a wee one, and I've never felt better. All in my 30 years of existence on this planet, I've never been healthier.
Okay, here is the 50.
Takes the 50 gold and hands you a small leather pouch that is filled to the brim with tobacco. And this tobacco is not dry as you would expect. It's almost wet, so you think you'd have trouble smoking this.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget your complimentary papers.
Thank you. Love the papers. Thank you.
Whole time, don't mention my name at all.
Okay.
Just off.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
And then run back to the other alchemist.
Alright.
Other herbologist.
Yeah, pretty much the other herbalist is same thing as what you've run into before. We've had a lot of interactions with that
Yeah.
one already, so
I'm
we're
seeing
going to
if he's
kind of
got
go
any
back to those.
potions, anything like that. For
The herbalist? No, remember the herbalist is all raw goods. The alchemist next
The
door.
alchemist next door, that's what I want.
The alchemist next. What do you want? How much you willing to spend? What are you looking for?
A couple potions.
Of?
You know, the curing.
Oh, you guys already bought him out of his heal potions
Oh,
the last
he
time.
doesn't have any more?
It takes time to make them, and he's been living the 11 day. So it's going to be a couple of weeks before he's got more in stock.
Paul. Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Go ahead. There's a path. That's why we did this. There's a path for you.
There's a path.
Just don't trip on any
Just
wires.
go through there.
Don't trip
wow.
on David.
It'd be
Does he have
tragic
any
if you
more
knocked
of
down.
the
Oh, come on, it was
medic
fun
packs,
watching
or
them
is that
dance.
over at
Nope.
the herbalist? With the herbalist?
No, the
Yeah.
only ones that she had, she sold to Fionn.
She sold it down. Okay. And wander around the market area.
Okay. So you're just kind of meandering around and stuff. All right. So after you all have your little sojourn out to get this stuff identified, you're going to go start looking for the weaponsmith. Okay. There's only the armor smith here. You could, the one who built the armor for Dakin, you could ask her or her wife, because they both work
I'll talk to
together.
them.
Okay. She, the big Goliath woman, will actually turn you over to her very much smaller half-elf wife, as she is one that more deals with the pointy things. And she comes in and, hey, so, what are you bringing today?
Axes.
Oh, those are big. Honey, help me out here. And she, of course, little one, like, I hate it when you do that. And she grabs the axe and she looks it over and feels like a bit of power humming through these. Are these magical?
Yeah, here's the appraisal.
Oh! I always forget these words that the weird magicians try to apply to them, and just, okay. Keen. Means it cuts well, dear. I was getting there. Just had to let me. Okay? Don't just show me the end of the journey. Let me walk down the path. Come on. Like, oh, I'm sorry, little one. I'm sorry. Okay. These are very nice, and we are recently flushed with cash. I'd be willing to offer you, for this one, I could take one off your hands for 500 gold pieces.
500 for one of the axes.
Just one?
Are you keen on 500?
No. Bad.
Bad kid.
I'm going to roll up a newspaper.
So 1,000 for both?
Not willing to buy both. Willing to buy one. I think I can move one. I think I have someone in mind that would be willing to buy it, but don't have a use for both.
Well, are you sure they don't want a matching set?
That's a lot. And as much as a matching set is nice, those things are heavy. And I don't see anybody displaying those without tearing down the walls of your house.
They come with a story.
Everything comes with a story. But I'm sure the one I'm going to tell my customer is way better than the one you're going to tell me.
You know what?
They were ripped from the clutches of Sahuagin, the temple of a dark god, as he bled to death at our feet.
Yeah, mine's going to be way better because it's going to be the Dark Gods.
You know what? I'm pretty sure that we can go find a merchant that sells to people who actually uses weapons that will pay us more.
I mean, if you're going to find that anywhere, it's going to be in Uruk. Though I'd suggest you get the other one identified too, if you're going to try to sell that one.
They are matching set. They're both identified.
Doesn't mean the magic's the same, does it?
Of course it's the same. Did you not read it? They're both the
No,
same.
it's just one.
She got you there.
It's true.
It's not your fault you're short.
I'm not that short.
You're pretty short.
Well, compared to you, everyone's short.
She's not short.
She's actually taller than Gunner. And it's not the Dakin Gunner thing where they constantly argue, like, she's about 3 inches taller than Gunner.
Oh, which arms dealer was this?
You went to the armor that made Dakin's armor.
Oh, then maybe I wouldn't have said those insulting things.
I gotta look for a name. I having to redo my entire NPC sheet because they're all over the place. I have like 6 different notebooks. I have to get all those and put in. So I'm currently typing up a Google Doc to get that done. I think it's Jezereth, but...
Yeah, I think it is Jezreel. So, yeah, okay, yes, you're right. You know what? We'll keep you in mind, and if you do happen to end up wanting both of them, let me know.
I can tell you we won't take both just because that's a lot of money. I mean, your friend was very generous and gave us quite the windfall, but...
No,
Little girls want dresses, and dresses are expensive.
Yeah,
so
no,
our
no.
daughters are...
I
I'm just
understand.
talking about your wife.
And the wife just turns and like, I won't hit her, but I'll hit you.
What if they gave us $900 for the set?
500 for one. And I'm only offering you 500 because of what your friend did for us. Other than that, I'd offer 400.
Take it. Okay.
Okay. All right. She takes out. They deal in coin exclusively, so she pulls out 500 of the $3,000 that Dakin paid for this, and hands you a sack of 500 gold coins. And her wife takes the axe. Says, if you want to get someone that can identify that for you, I can send you over to my friend Ollie. He'll do it for you. Do it on the cheap.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Just tell him Jezereth sent you, and she'll owe him one.
Okay.
It was nice. Thanks.
Yes,
He's going to be on the other side of the stalls there. You'll find him down the street. Can't miss a sign. Big, ostentatious, a muscle arm holding a sword. Can't miss it.
Nice.
Think he might buy it too?
He might.
All right, let's go that way.
Yeah.
Come on, shorty.
Fionn, you following still?
Nah.
Yeah. Where are you headed?
The herbalist.
Okay. You actually will meet Cheer there. When you'll actually be there before Cheer gets there. But she'll walk in as you're perusing the wares. Same thing. It's this close to 11 day. She's got a lot of projects that she's currently working on, but nothing new. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Does she actually happen to sell the rest of the recipe for
that's what's
Lowell's Tears?
No, she gave you what she'd give you.
Mm.
Do you want to try to schmooze it out of her? We all know how talented Fionn is with the tongue.
Yes, very talented. I cannot find half the list.
I know.
Are they known by different names?
Probably, but thing is, the reason I gave you that much was professional courtesy, but I can't give you the whole thing because I don't need the rats coming for me.
The ones that would are dead.
Well, I'm sorry, but if there's any rats left, I'm not really willing to take that chance.
Mm-hmm.
Busted.
But you know the ingredients. You're just gonna have to run them down.
You ever seen one of these?
No, that's. May I?
Mm-hmm.
And she takes it and she.
Are the tattoos still
And
on
she
my
get
back?
she gets light
Oh,
up
yeah,
onto
I
it
just
and,
busted in. So.
and she just like touching I forget what they're like the quills of the feather.
Turning the chair.
Just-
Her tattoo's still on my back.
She'll just buzz in. Hello.
And you watch as, without warning, she then tries to bend
Yeah.
and goes,
What's funny?
huh.
Are tattoos still on my bedroom?
Sit up.
And
Are they still there?
she's completely ignoring the two of you and off in her own world.
Are they still there?
Huh. Yes.
Yes, funny.
Ah. I have never seen anything of its like before.
What about
I turned my
these?
back. I was about to turn my back anyways, but apparently I'm being shown off.
No, no,
as soon-
the leaf. Like,
Oh.
these.
Oh. That's odd mutation of an oak leaf. I mean, I've seen crazier things. And
It grows-
wizards are quite strange fellows.
It grows
yes.
under the city now.
Odder still.
Deep.
Yeah. Show her the ones on my back.
Yes, and then
And she-
lift it up again.
Again.
And she like, huh. Well, they do sell small clothes a few places down if you want to pick some up, but I mean, they look similar to this.
I didn't. These weren't there before.
I mean, we've all gotten drunk and gotten a tattoo, haven't we, love?
No.
Well, now you have. I mean, it looks like they healed really well. It looks like they've been on you for a while.
It was the festival, right? Everyone drunk.
I mean, every one of the 11-day festivals usually does something stupid.
Not you.
I mean, with how pretty those are, that's one of the least stupid things I've seen. I mean, I'd get one of those done when I was sober. Yes, and so that's an odd thing. It's
Leaf.
and she
Unless
hands the leaf
willing
back.
to buy a leaf.
I have no use for an oak leaf.
Maybe do.
Put it back with the other ones.
Too sober.
Flowers, leaves.
Never mind.
But that there is odd. It seems light as a feather, for lack of a better description, but that's hard as steel. I mean, you saw it. While the quills move around, I couldn't pick any off, and I can't bend the stem.
No.
You have idea.
She always has idea. Thank you.
That's quite the gift.
Start walking with Fanny out. Cheer have idea.
Stowe.
Brilliant idea. Jump off things to see if you fly. Or not hit ground hard. What is word? Is that? What is word? It's not hit ground hard. It's not fly,
Well,
but
Splat.
We'll test when no other choice is to be had.
not fly.
Not fly, but splat.
So swan dive off of
Maybe-
something. Come on, you can do it.
We attach to cat.
Off of a rock into the
and
ocean.
then
Okay, so now that you've all collected up, you've sold one of those. Are you guys gonna head to Ollie?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all, you guys can almost smell the testosterone of Ollie's shop as you get close. I mean, you can hear the hammer going. There is guttural singing in unison as it is a ding 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 ding. So it's at least 4 smiths, working on the same piece each time. It is really, really cool. I mean, the two, especially you're kind of like, this is my kind of place. This is freaking cool. As you all walk in, a very portly chap with his stomach completely hanging over his belt looks up and sees you all walk up and goes,
Oh, hey, my name's Ollie. What can I do for you?
Jezreel's Sunnus.
Oh,
She said that you could owe her one and identify this.
okay, I gotcha. It's still gonna be 20 gold pieces.
Sold. Can't believe you.
Shut up. It's your idea.
he picks it up.
I like it. I like it. I mean, it's a little crude, but I mean, it's made well. It just looks like shit.
Closes his eyes, opens them up, and you see a different. Go to both of you. Roll me perception checks.
What is that? 21.
19.
No, I'm sorry, 19.
So both of you realize when you've seen beyond cast spells, when you've seen they can cast spells. Even when you saw the old dwarf cast a spell, they all had a strange kind of shimmering energy take over. Each of them, like even your magical energy, has its own kind of color, but a color that is unique, that's only found in one type of magic, is a bright pink energy. And the two of you have been around that type of energy a lot, because you see that energy whenever you fire off your 6-gun. And that takes over his eyes for a moment. He looks upon it. And goes, So, this here is, well, it's worth a bit. I'd be willing to take it off your hands. This here is a beater.
A beater?
Yeah, this here is a beater.
Huh.
What's that?
Well, if you were to go and hit something with this, you would... It'd hurt quite a bit. It would hurt quite a bit.
Well, we did sell a keen battle axe that matches that one to Jezereth if you wanted to pick up the second one, but I'll let you deal with her on that.
Well, I'm not really interested in owning it, but I can definitely turn around and sell this thing.
Yes. How much for it?
For this one, I'd be willing to offer 600 gold pieces. That's about as high as I can go. I mean, this is an expensive piece that's sitting in my collection for a while. Most likely. But I can move
acceptable, yes.
600 gold pieces.
Yes.
Fair deal.
Fair deal.
Does a writ of sale for you, and then hands you 600 in notes.
Did he lowball us?
And well, after the fact, and you walk away, go and roll an insight check.
19?
Probably.
You got cheated.
We're going to get cheated everywhere around here.
You're dumb.
I know.
And you listened to my idea, which makes you really dumb.
Well, that's the worst one of all. When Fion's distracted, though, I'm going to use my tail to look at that tattoo again.
Okay. It's to the point where her poncho kind of covers, but on the left side of her body where the feathers are falling, every once in a while that thing moves where even it'll get to the point where Gunnar will notice it too.
Well, can I use my tail to kind of make it move a little more to see? Better view?
I mean, you can be a pervert. You're very, very adept at it. You have been caught trying to peer into a whorehouse tent before and were chased around.
Well, despite what it
This
looks
is right
like.
up your alley. It's kind of a tent, but draped over a person.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, and then it'll be against your passive perception.
Aha! I see him being pervy.
Yeah, so they
The whole city.
So all three of you, and you'll feel it if you decide to.
God.
But he will raise it enough that you guys will see these fresh tattoos.
I'll do a double take and smack him upside the head.
Inappropriate.
Well, I mean, not that
Do
I
I cover? Do I not cover?
Like,
How long have you had those? I don't remember them there. Not that I looked much.
obviously looked if you don't remember.
Full moon?
Act pervy with friends. You act pervy at the whorehouse. Come on now.
When do I ever act pervy?
All the time.
Days that end in Y.
Every day.
Cut into a whorehouse? Whore tent?
Yes! Trying to get into her tent.
I mean, you could have just paid extra to watch other people do things in a whore tent.
But I was looking for someone.
That was the kind of place that had special peeping holes. You know that.
No.
Yeah, I had special people when I was here, and then.
Well, whatever.
Magical, interdimensional peeping holes.
Just don't tell anyone.
You're pervy.
We all know.
Okay, just don't tell anyone.
Who are we going to tell?
I don't know.
Your only friends are here. You losers.
That's a depressing thought.
So, now that you've all collected back up, what are y'all going to do?
Is there a shipping service?
There's Dondarius.
Let's
That
look
is
at
the
Shondaris.
that is the most prolific shipping service within Uruk. You know, you guys know that the Captain Bishop is outside of that,
Bisha.
which is also why he's in the Pauper's docks as opposed to the High docks.
I was thinking more sending something to Brownwater.
Oh, you mean by land? Yeah, there's the INH services to send. You can send them by rail or you can send them by coach.
I would make sure that you wrap that up to make sure that it wasn't observed.
If it's INH's...
anything you're sending back home.
I was just going to send the box.
Wrap that up.
I was going to give you the papers before I sent the box. I just don't want to carry the damn thing.
I don't want the papers anymore. But no, you don't want the box to be seen, identified.
Does the Smith man want to buy the box?
No, they got no use for a box. A box like this is designed to do exactly what it did. Like, it protects very, very sensitive things. It is watertight.
Don't show that off too much in Uruk.
But you could send it off.
Send it home or what?
Well, yeah, sending it home is probably a good idea. But
Okay, I'll hand
put it in
down.
another box.
It's a silver piece per mile for the service. So if you're going to be shipping it down to Brownwater, you do get a discount for longer distances, especially if it's on major paths. So if you're trying to send something to Keeks Fall, it's a hell of a lot more expensive than sending something down to Brownwater. But sending it down to Brownwater is going to run you guys 5 gold pieces.
Going to put that box in a box. And
Yes.
put that other box in
Another
another
box.
box. And then
And
we're going
ship
to
that,
ship it back
to yourself.
Groundwater. And
Yes.
then
Are
when
you going to
it
send the
gets
painting with it or anything else?
You want the painting, you owe us 450 gold.
there, why? It's just painting.
600 gold painting.
It's not 600. It's
Yep,
painting.
we had it appraised.
It's pretty painting for chair room.
It's by
Or-
a famous artist named Gatlin, and it's worth 600 gold.
Lemon.
Lemon.
Gallon or gillion?
Lemon.
I know you wouldn't understand
Lemon.
such finer things. The point is it's an expensive
Now
painting.
you insult cheer taste. Cheer already be accused of being ugly.
You're not ugly, you're just a little
Cheer's
fit.
not ugly. Come here, you beautiful little girl.
Resting angry face.
What do you mean?
Seriously though.
You
want
are
the painting,
angry too
just
much.
Pay us our shares.
Though you should eat
You're
less.
not angry.
So I guess Fian could give you
Fine,
her
cheer
share.
starve.
Why are you insulting Cheer?
I'm not insulting Cheer.
Being mean to poor Cheer just because she eats too much because she's got issues. We all got issues.
Oh,
I
yes,
like
we all
hitting
got
people in the face.
And as you all have this conversation in the streets of Uruk, deciding what your next thing is going to be and when you're going to go talk to the captain and what all you're going to be sending back to Brownwater, we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight as it is after 11. Everyone, I want to thank you all very, very much for joining us. If you're new to the channel, please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. If you're on Twitch, please give us a follow. If you have a free Twitch Prime subscription, we really appreciate it if you throw it our way. We are affiliates with Twitch, so we do get a couple of we get a pence here and there for for the commercials we get and for every subscription we get. So we do see a little bit of that, and we put that money right back into the channel for better lighting, better cameras, better microphones, which I may have to switch to a lapel mic with our new setup. We'll have to see. Yeah, well, we're going to keep trying to put out the best content that we possibly can moving forward. We do have, now that we have this place set up a little bit more, we're able to change some stuff and use the cameras in better ways. So we're going to be able to get some better angles for you for our board games. So definitely looking forward to that. I've said it a couple of times. I'll say it one more time. This Friday we are going to do our first Dice Throne Adventure episode, so definitely tune in for that. Last time we had a lot of people asking us questions during our live stream, which was fantastic. We really, really love interacting with you guys, so anytime you guys want to interact with us, if you guys want to get a hold of us, definitely let us know, especially by leaving a comment on any of our YouTube videos or by sending us an email to our email. That's DysonNews9@gmail.com. So I think that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight, guys. Guys, thanks so much for coming. It sucked that we missed last week, but I'm glad we were able to get back to it. Thank you guys for indulging me and moving around the studio tonight. I really, really appreciate that. I really think it
looks good.
It's
man.
a step
I really
up.
dig it.
It's the light's way better now. You know, you guys are getting more light. So not one of our tables is in almost darkness, so that's pretty cool. So guys, yeah, thanks so much. I hope you guys liked it. No comments tonight, but hey, if you've watched our stuff before, you know sometimes we'll go a few game sessions without a single comment. So that's the way we like it. Lots of good role playing tonight, guys. Seriously, Thank you guys very much. I had a lot of fun tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here because I got to work tomorrow and I got some video games to play tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys. We missed you and we're glad to be back. Once again, if you guys like what you see, definitely let us know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. So good night, everybody. And remember, from us dudes to you dudes, keep rolling dice.